Three,
I don't
two,
even remember who Cass is.
and we are recording. Hi, hello everybody who's watching this game. This game is Fateless Legacies. It's a new game in its beta phase. All of these wonderful people to the spaces around me are playtesters, and I am the narrator. These are the protagonists, and we're telling a story about space and adventure and tiefling getting tentacle hentied by vine monsters. Let's
What?
just
Is
let's
that
just
part of it?
let's just
What?
let's
Just
just
happened again.
let's just jump right in. Um,
What did I miss last week?
I was gonna say y'all weren't there. You don't know.
you don't know. Um, okay, we're actually going to start with Cass. Cass, it's been a day. You woke up. You'd had poison on purpose. You ingested it, a lot of it. And then you lost sight of your friend, who had also ingested a lot of poison, also on purpose. And you're feeling complications with your functionality due to the amount of poison you ingested. I want you to make
He's
me.
hungover.
I want you to make.
I was like, what the fuck? And then I remember how you got wasted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want you to make me a physical plus fortitude check.
Alright.
Bobby!
Okay, we're looking good so far,
Literally
so
just in time, by the way. We started 2 seconds ago.
Roughly.
You
15?
you missed a fun little joke about tentacle vine monsters, but I think that's all you missed so far.
Well, also a joke about robot hangovers.
That too.
No, this is very real.
So what's your total?
15.
15. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, so you feel fine. You feel mostly fine. I mean, you can tell you're severely dehydrated. You can tell that your headache is just kind of lingering in the back of your mind, but you're doing your best to ignore that. Your day progresses as normal. You actually go into work. You understand that today is a scheduled day for you to be working. So
Of course, of course.
that's
On a hangover day.
yeah, that's where you go. You also didn't sleep in the barracks last night. You have awoken somewhere foreign, strange, never been here before. Um, but you find your way pretty easily to the infirmary, where you can just spin this little dial and teleport yourself to the portion of the ship where you need to be doing your services. So you do, and you spend a good portion of your day mostly healing medically injured individuals. One person in particular comes in who you recognize. This is after many hours of the day. It's well hard to tell what time it is, but in the infirmary there's actually a what the fuck do they call them? I had a word for it. I think it's some sort of like chronoscope or something. It's a watch. It's a clock on the wall. It tells time. You look
Okay.
at it and you can see that it is getting later in the day. You sit here, working on people, and eventually, like I said, someone familiar comes in. It's a younger child. It's a kid, a Aleph kid. He has a severely mangled, broken arm. That's obvious upon looking at him. He's in a cold sweat and unconscious. He gets rolled over. It is also relatively busy. A lot of people in here coming and going. First day on the ship, people hurting themselves a little more than maybe they should be. But you see this kid get rolled in. You recognize them immediately. This is the kid who you watched fight your friend that you met yesterday and win.
Ah, yes, Percy, of course. It took me a second.
What else could a child beat?
um, okay. Does he get set on a bed?
uh, he's actually on like a cot with wheels being rolled up.
Oh, like a stretcher. Okay. Alright, well, I will direct whoever is rolling him to put him on a bed because he is unconscious. That is our first course of action.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Um,
they do, and then they immediately run back out. as they're tending to people. Oh, it's important to note that the reason you're so busy right now is because you are at the infirmary in the Coliseum, and they're having their kind of shows happen here. They're big events where some of the better of the day prior are now sparring against one another. And
Okay, Coliseum is the same as the arena?
the arena, it's the same thing, yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, let's take care of this little fucker. Let's, address the unconsciousness issue first. We're gonna... what's a good thing here? Someone's unconscious. Let's do some smelling salts. Why not?
Sure. While you're examining, go ahead and make me let's call it a mental plus medicine check.
Mental plus medicine. Dang, do I regret taking things out of that. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
11. That's not bad. You look over this kid, examining his body. You can see that he has a severe concussion, probably why he's unconscious. You see that he has many broken ribs, and as you lift up his shirt, you can see that he has some kind of internal bleeding, where there's a lot of bruising happening on the left side of his body. It's spreading down into his abdomen. Something punctured something else. And the arm is just mangled.
Okay, well, you're going to address these things one thing at a time. I'm not gonna... Just because I think it'd be boring, I'm not going to go into the detail of addressing everything, but let's, try to get him sorted out, try to get him awake, get his injuries taken care of, reset his arm, check the eternal bleeding, see what's going on with that, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like scan him, maybe, a little body scan.
So those don't exist, unfortunately. Only Aurora, only some kind of a medical spell could do that kind of a thing. The technology for scanning what's medically wrong with the body just doesn't exist yet. They've got space travel, but they don't have a CAT scan or an MRI. Nothing like that.
So I guess I should probably do some Aurora healing then, huh?
That'll probably, you start to think, these wounds healing naturally will take months, maybe years. Assuming this kid isn't in a coma and might stay that way forever, there is a chance that you could heal him much faster and probably much safer with Aurora.
Okay. Well, do IVs exist? Because I feel like he should be on one.
They do.
Okay.
You actually have someone who's there, hooking him up to stuff already.
Okay. Well, let's get that first, and then we'll do some Aurora healing, and I have to scroll to find the spell on the document again. Okay.
Now, this isn't always going to be the case, but in this case, this kid's arm is so mangled, if you use Aurora healing to heal it right now, it will heal wrong. You have to set the arm back so it can heal right. You also need to probably figure out what's wrong with the bleeding inside, but with the Aurora healing, you could probably fix his head first, and he'd probably wake up. However, still arm broken, still internal bleeding, he might not be in a coma or unconscious anymore.
Yeah, well, anytime that you spend unconscious is not good for your brain, so we should probably wake him up first. Forcibly unconscious.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, damn, should I stop sleeping?
No, I unfortunately know that in reality.
Are you sure?
It's actually a myth that you need to sleep. Have you ever tried not doing it? Give it a shot.
Simply don't sleep. So yeah, let's wake him up first, and then we can knock him back out again with meds.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. The PDF is not loading for me, so I can't, scroll down to where the spell is.
I'm big sorry. Is it just Aurora healing?
Yeah, my computer just hates the PDF. It said actually no.
So choose a D4, a D6, or a D8, and then roll one of them.
Let's do...
Those numbers are related directly to your...
Yeah, let's do a shard, so that's a D6, right?
Yeah, it's a D6.
Okay.
that's how many healies. I think Aurora can be as Aurora healing can be as many as you want to a minimum of a number. Let me find out what that minimum is. Minimum of 1. Yeah.
Okay, well I got a 4.
Yep. The potency of the Aurora dice. Yeah, 4. So yeah, you draw the Aurora from the iris that you just produce out of your pocket. It poops out of the sphere of the iris in this brilliant display of light. You shape it into a rune on your palm, and you just press it onto this kid's forehead. Forehead glows with the same light that the rune is glowing on your hand, and his eyes start to flutter open. He's just looking up at you. Oh, man. I lost, didn't I?
Yeah, looks like it.
This kid should be in agonizing pain. He doesn't seem like it.
That's a different kind of health professional than me. That's a mental health professional.
He just starts to kind of like roll his shoulder and then winces a little bit. Oh.
No, okay. You keep doing that, you're gonna get restrained.
Well, no, it's fine. I'll heal up. I need to go train. He to pull himself away and crawl off of the cop.
Force him back down. Absolutely not. You're not moving.
He looks at you with this like stern look, and he's like, "If I don't train, Master will be mad. I can't have that. You don't want that.
Well,
I don't want that." And he starts getting.
Let him be mad. You're sitting down and getting taken care of. Because if you get an injury and it lasts you longer, it will do you more harm in the long run, and you might be more susceptible to worse injuries.
Well, I won't get injured again. It's as easy as that. Now, I've got to go. He tries to get up again.
No. Okay, someone's getting knocked out again.
This time he tries to get up with force. So to hold him down, that will be a physical plus athletics check.
Okay. Damn. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 7.
He got a 12. As you try to hold him down, he just kind of slips out, dives under, and rolls away.
Can I lock the door? Can I lock the door? I'm sorry.
It's kind of an open tent, but other of the kind of like orderlies, they look at you and like, should we stop him?
Yes.
They run over there to.
Do you see his arm? Is his arm still like just a fucked angle?
Oh god, yeah. Jesus. The kid just nope. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Trips one, slides him down, and then as he trips one that falls, the other one comes in to grab. He grabs his wrist, grabs both of their wrists, grabs one of the restraints on one of the beds, and ties both of their wrists together. Dives out from underneath one of them, and then just fucking books it out of the place. He just says sorry as he's running. Oh god, I'm really sorry, and he's gone. He's out of sight.
Cass just stands there, absolutely dumbfounded. I'm sure I'll see him back again. Maybe I give it like 30 minutes.
And
literally, I was just thinking the same damn thing.
Switching to Nonagon.
Oh, hi.
Nonagon, where did you end up going to sleep?
I think I ended up going to like the hotel.
That's what I thought.
Because I didn't want to risk running into those guys.
Yeah, you went to an inn. So I want you to make me a mental plus awareness check.
What the fuck happens to me in an inn?
Oh, you're just perceiving.
Trying to sleep.
You're just perceiving.
Oh.
Your bedroom mirror is replaced with a clown mirror, and it gives you horrible mental health.
Oh, I was so hoping that was a 7.
That's a 1.
That's a 4 in total.
4 in total. Nice. Okay, so as you know, just kind of make your way. You finally wake up, by the way, in this place, and go downstairs for the continental breakfast, which is just like a big old pot of soup, a bunch of bowls laid up next to it. You can just grab one and ladle it in. You overhear some conversations of people who are sitting around you. Most of them are mundane, boring, and uninteresting. After you finish your soup, you feel this tugging sensation. Something important. You can't quite place your finger on it, though. You start remembering the bits of before, the memories just kind of circling around in your head. That conversation that you had with the widow. The throwing the ring off the edge. All of it. It's just kind of stewing on it. What do you do next?
I think maybe curiosity kind of rears its head about that, because I remember I saw something with that kid.
Mm-hmm.
What was it that I noticed?
There was something about the kid, something off, something just not quite right about the way that they use Aurora.
Oh, I definitely think Nonagon is gonna, because yeah, he's gonna head back to the arena, I think,
Okay.
and see if he can find that kid and kind of just study the way that they're using Aurora if he can,
Mm-hmm.
because it's intriguing.
So
And now, yep, go on.
you'll be able to make your way over there relatively easily. You've been there before. You know how to get there. You know how to get back. How are you going to look for the kid? What are you going to do to find this child once you get there?
Well, to be honest, Nonagon was kind of just hoping the kid would be fighting again, because yeah, they looked like the type to enjoy it.
So assuming this is still early in the morning, you go to the arena, and you just find a seat at the bleachers. You can sit for free downstairs. It costs money to watch to go upstairs. It's not much on the first floor, but it gets more expensive the higher up you want to go, and the more important the matches are.
I forgot about that.
To watch, it's not that expensive, unless you're going to bet. If you're going to bet, it's free to sit up there, but the wager minimum that's pretty much what you're paying for. Your seat is your wager. You may get your money back. The first floor is only 5 gems.
God, I love gambling.
Fuck, how many gems do I have? Did I not write down how many gems I have?
I think you have more than 5, that's for sure.
Yeah, I swear I wrote it down somewhere. Well, that's not even Notagon's sheet. Hold on. Okay, can you open, please? I have like 5 different versions of these sheets for some reason. Okay.
Yeah, I've got so many different versions of files that just I don't need anymore saved on my damn computer.
Okay, well this other one says I have 20 gems.
That makes more sense.
So
that sounds
we're gonna trust that.
I trust that. That sounds fair. That sounds reasonable for what you guys y'all are broke. That sounds about right. Some of you are less broke than
Speak
others.
for
I
yourself.
was about to say some of you are less broke.
If I were a betting man, what would there be to bet on? Like, who are the people fighting?
So we'll just role play it out. You walk up there, waiting in line. You see other people handing money in. They're kind of like wooden name plates that just get moved and placed around on this big board. The words and letters are all kind of glowing with aurora light, some kind of illusion spell cast on them to make them shimmer. You can see many names here. And how many games they've won, how many games they've lost. Some of them have won a lot, some of them have won a little, and you can see who are fighting who. You see, did you ever catch the name of the kid? I think you did. I think you were listening in when the kid introduced himself. Well, you were in the bleachers.
Probably. I think at some point I was reading lips.
Okay, I'm gonna have you make me a retrospective mental plus awareness check to see if you could read his lips when he told Percy his name.
Okay, that's and that the what were the stats for that?
Mental awareness.
Okay, so that's 9.
A 9? I'll say that's enough. His name was something like Ad, or it was definitely one syllable, and it had like a ad sound.
Okay.
My
So
name's
Nonagon's
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad the kid.
Please bet on me. My name is bad,
My
but
name is Bad.
that's the only thing about me that's bad.
It's the marketing scheme.
It's a marketing scheme, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll you get all that, and up there on the board, there are a few names that look similar, but the one that stands out the most is Lad. 1 loss, all wins. The kid has lost 1 time, and you can remember yesterday the kid had not yet lost at all. So, yeah, the kid hadn't even been hit yet. So, yeah. At this point, this kid has lost once. You don't know what fight, but you do see the kid still on the board. The kid is about to go up against someone named... Oh, God. There it is. Someone named... Is it Arrow? Nope.
Someone named Good.
Good. Bad
Yeah.
versus good. No. There it is. Oh, no, it's not him either. Oh, the name is Alciel. It's interesting. That is also the name of the planet that you're going to. It could just be a surname, just a name that they're using. But it says they're going up against someone named Alciel. The name of the sun that you're traveling to, the system, the solar system that you're traveling to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's who they're fighting.
that's who they're fighting.
Yeah, the fucking sun.
Fucker.
This is
fucking
actually a
sun.
really tough decision for me, guys, because I don't know who I want to bet on.
Oh, also Alciel, this character has not lost a single fight.
I'm not going to make any comments.
Oh, this is so tough. Fuck, and I'm gonna roll a dice.
On who to vote, who to bet on.
Yeah. Okay, evens were Lad, odds were LCL. I got a 6, so I'm gonna bet on Lad.
Okay. How
And I'm doing the bare minimum, the
Okay.
5.
5 on Lad. All right.
Yeah.
You put 5 on Lad, and you watch this exchange. I want you to make me one more mental plus awareness check.
Okay. 1 second. Why is my pen constantly doing that? Okay. Mental plus awareness.
Trying to beat a 10.
Huh?
Trying to beat a 10.
Oh, well, I got a 9, so wait, hold on. Let me just double check that. Never mind, I got a 13.
Perfect.
I thought it was a 6.
So as the fight starts to commence, you see the whole fight, go. I'm going to tell you something you see at the end of the fight, just before the fight finishes. At the end
So
of the
hold on,
fight,
it was actually a 12. Guys, I know math. I'm sorry. I know math.
doesn't sound like it. No, I'm just kidding. You see, the whole fight play out. Nearing the end of the fight, I mean, you don't know it's the end when you witness this, but I'm just going to tell you now so I don't forget. At the very, very top of the seating area is where, on both sides, stairs lead up to the next floor. You see on the right side a familiar individual. The woman who fought Lad yesterday, with following a tall woman with short red hair clad in regal armor, and a tiefling who just seems to be like gesturing and talking. The three of them are just going up this stair. The lady that you remember, though, is far behind. Sorry, not tiefling, emberkin, wrong term. But is pretty far behind. Looks like she's tailing them. And eventually they move on to the next level, and she just waits at the bottom and watches the rest of the fight. But before we get too far into that, you look back down. So the whole fight, from the beginning, Lad gets called up and steps out onto the arena floor, looking eager and excited. The arena is just kind of like a square raised platform with kind of a sand barrier around it, and then very tall walls leading up to levels of tiered seating for witnesses and viewers to watch the fight happen. The fight is also projected with some kind of Aurora display above it. You can tell what's projecting them are these strange little orbs that are floating around. They catch some kind of perspective and project up on this huge cube above the arena that everyone can look at and watch. It's fuzzy, but you can still see it. The fight begins with two individuals walking up on the stage. The one you remember being Lad. The other, Alciel, the one you did not bet on. A tall, regal man with charcoal skin, long white hair, and long pointy ears, wearing robes with no weapons. Lad walks up to him and reaches to shake his hand. He does not shake Lad's hand. Lad shrugs, walks back to the start. They're very far away. I'll say you can read their lips. One of them isn't saying anything. Alciel is saying nothing. No words are coming out of his mouth. He's just stoic and placid. No expression whatsoever. As soon as they announce the fight can begin, Lad gets tossed straight up in the air and slammed into the ground. Alciel didn't move an inch. This happens over and over and over again, as Lad just gets picked up and slammed into the ground, until eventually Lad seems to break away from whatever was holding him by casting some sort of a spell. He then charges, casting a few spells on his way over there, just volleys of spells, slams into Alciel, but you can tell that he didn't actually hit Alciel. He hit some kind of barrier behind Alciel. Alciel just sidesteps, lifts his hand up in the air, and then closes his fist. Lad dodges quickly, but his arm gets caught, and you hear crunch, and his arm gets twisted and pulled. Lad casts some sort of spell, removes himself from whatever grip, and it appears that he would have lost his arm if he hadn't done this. The fight goes on for about 10 more minutes before Lad just gets completely knocked out. Lad looked like he went to dodge. He dodged in the wrong direction and just took some sort of force hit to the face. Alciel didn't look like he cast a single spell. He didn't use Aurora, nothing. You have no idea what Alciel was doing, but Lad was just getting ragdolled around. As soon as the fight ends, everybody's, cheering and screaming. Lad gets carted away. You look back up to see the person that you remember, who fought Lad earlier, and they are gone in just a crowd of people.
Well, okay. Now I want to know what the fuck Alciel's deal is as well.
Alciel is arguably weirder than Lad.
Mm-hmm. And Alciel just, I presume, is probably just like left the ring soundlessly.
Yeah, soundlessly and stoically walks away. The person comes to congratulate him, but Alciel doesn't even respond. Just continues walking away. holds his hand out. You can see that he's got long, pointy fingernails, painted blood red. He holds his hand out, and the guy, the ref, just produces this little wooden kind of plaque and hands it to him. Alciel looks at it, and then just stows it. Walks over to the edge of the arena and picks something up that you couldn't see because it was over the edge. Just this huge, it kind of looks like it's like a massive pillar. He just slings it over his back. It's wrapped up in some kind of a silken cloth. He just shrugs it over his shoulder, walks down, and then off the stage.
Theories. Well, I don't necessarily want to approach either one of them is the problem.
Lad
but...
gets carried away, by the way.
Yeah.
He's unconscious. I don't think you can
dead.
approach it.
Yeah, Lad is like dead, I think.
That's right.
But it's, you know, a mystery I will never be able to solve, and that's okay. No, I think maybe I'm gonna try and see if I can sort of. I don't want to approach Alciel yet. I want to see where he goes.
Gonna try to follow
And then maybe
him.
just try and follow him, and then like maybe he'll be a little more comfortable if he's not in the arena, or maybe he'll like use fun little like strings or whatever. I don't know. I have theories about what he was doing. Maybe he'll just like kill me.
Maybe he'll murder you.
Yeah. That's the risk I'm willing to take.
So make me a... it's not hard to follow him. He's not going very fast, and he's not trying to be stealthy. People try to talk to him, he ignores them and continues walking. Nobody stops him to talk to him, but people do try to speak to him. He just completely ignores them and continues walking. Go ahead, if you're trying to keep your presence unknown, just make me a physical plus stealth check. After you make that check, we'll switch over to the next person.
Oh, that's pretty. Wait, yes, okay, that's pretty good. Physical stealth. 9, 16.
Okay, cool. Doesn't seem like he notices you. And moving on, Axiom, you wake up. Oh, wait, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you wake up. I just saw your little mute icon. You wake up, and you're just sitting in this cot. Other people waking up and stirring around you. You weren't really sleeping. You were just mostly resting. However, it's visually and thematically the same thing. You are awake. You do know you're supposed to check in and see if you are needed for anything on the ship, or you can go about your real mission, the real reason you're here, finding Devario.
Yeah, I'm going to immediately start working on that, because that's the only way to get my mom to approve of me.
What are you gonna try to do first? What you don't have any leads, not yet.
That's true. So we're on the ship still, right?
Correct. The ship hasn't docked, landed, or stopped anywhere. So you're still on the ship. There's just a lot of ship to explore.
Brilliant.
You're currently in the lowest level of the ship, where everyone sleeps, where all of the passengers just kind of have their separate rooms and dorms. Just above you is the... it's kind of like a small town that's layered and tiered with a park in the middle and sort of a beach area where you could go and take a swim. Beyond that and up is the main deck, where there is so much more up there that you have yet to explore.
Brilliant. I'm going to actually, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna find the individual who coerced me into building a bar for them.
Fair. Allies are always good. Yeah. First place, where do you want to check first?
I guess the first place I check is back on the beach where the bar was.
You go there. You find it pretty easy. And the only thing that you see is the other guy, the person who you're not sure if you were competing against or working for, but the other bar person who was over there. Large, burly man covered in runic tattoos with a big orange beard, wearing a leather pauldron, and
Brilliant.
a apron. Sorry, not pauldron.
Yeah. So all right. So then I'll walk over to him first and say, "Hey, you, the the person you I assume hired or competed against. I don't know. Who was the other person I was working with? I need to find them.
You're talking about Liar. He's
I
I don't know.
liar? Like he doesn't tell the truth?
I would hope that he tells the truth. He's not going to be back here until, I think, 4-5 days from now. Doesn't have to come, but I suppose if he'd like to, he can. I could try and help you look for him, if you'd like.
Why does that sound like you're asking me to do something for you in return for this?
Take your clothes off again.
I'm not wearing any.
Well, I currently don't have any iris. All I need is to find a way to obtain somewhere to exchange it. But I'm not very keen on leaving my stand. And, well, it'd be easier if you just told me where to go. You tell me where I need to go and I'll give you something that might help you find your friend.
Or I could just come back here in 4 days.
You could also come back here in 4 days. Yeah, he'll be here. Well, he should be, unless he is a liar like his name suggests. Unless you have iris to give me, in which case, done deal.
You know what? Fine. I give him I don't know, 2 of my iris shards. Yeah, 2 iris shards.
Shards or pearls? Shards are more expensive. Shards are a little bit bigger. Pearls are a little bit smaller.
I have 2 of each, so I'm gonna give him 2 shards. Fuck
Okay.
it.
He looks at both
Because
of them.
I also, as a person and as a character, have no concept of money.
He looks at them and then sets it down. He says, "Alright, I'm gonna show you how to cast a spell. If you forget it, it's on you. First," and he hands you one of your iris back. "Hold it in your
Okay.
hand, draw it out, and draw this symbol." And he draws with his hand on the wooden, plank in front of him. He draws a shape, a rune, circle, triangle, and then a bunch of, scribblies in between. More circles around that, and lines connecting everything. The old iris stuff. He tells you to draw that. Make me an arcane plus awareness check.
I see.
Do you
I
have
have-
the ability to cast spells at all?
Nope.
Oh, then this is useless for you.
Yup.
Go ahead and make the check anyway.
This is useless. Go ahead and do it anyways.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Plus 2. Hold on. I have to go. I have to find my dice. I don't know where I put them. I thought they were up here.
In the dice department.
Apparently. I think
They're
I
all-
left them downstairs.
they're all
Tristan
locked up.
stole them.
You want me to roll
Blame
it for
me.
you?
Yeah, roll it for me.
That is a 10.
So- Brilliant.
The 3, so 13 on the dice.
So 15 total.
15 total. Yeah, you know, you recognize the symbol. You've never seen it cast before, but
I worked with a weird necromancer lizard.
Yeah, you've seen him cast spells. You've seen him draw Aurora. You have no fucking idea how to do it, or if you're even capable of doing it. But you recognize some of the shapes that he draws with his hand.
Do I have weird voices in my head like my brother did?
You don't
Can I ask my dad?
exactly. It's more like when you go to sleep, you hear him sometimes. You're not sure if it's pre-recorded, if it's memories. You don't know what it is. But sometimes you live moments that he has lived.
So Dad doesn't love me as much as he loved my brother. Got it.
You probably feel that way, yeah. He took his brother with him and left you, so... He
That's
took
fair.
your brother with him and left you, so yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. So you recognize that the spell would do. You don't know what it would do, but you recognize the symbols, you recognize the shape and everything like that. And otherwise, nothing. But you know damn well that if you had the ability to cast a spell, you could cast this one for sure if you knew how to.
I'm gonna be what's his name? The kid off of Gravity Falls. Just kind of, wow, this is absolutely useless.
This is absolutely useless. He looks at you. Oh, odd. Sorry, I just assumed that you were gifted. You had iris. I figured you could use it.
No, I'm a spoiled rich kid with mommy issues.
He holds his hand out and asks for the shard back.
I give it to him.
He draws the Aurora out of it and draws the symbol in the air with the Aurora. Very quickly. Draws it out and then boom, 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 boom. Faster than the lizard does it. As he does, you just see this spark of light and a glimmer that just shoots off in a direction. And he points. We'll go follow it. Don't lose it.
Alright. Following.
Yeah. You follow the glimmer. There's not really a check. It's just ridiculous. It's very fast. It zips around things. You have to keep dodging and diving. Actually, I will make you make a check. Make me a physical plus
Dodge,
acrobatics
duck,
check.
dip, dive, and dodge.
Make me a physical plus acrobatics check.
Cool.
If you
Alright,
fail
so-
to check, you will need to try and make me a mental plus awareness check to find the glimmer again. But if you pass it, then you're good.
I love it. Alright. So that is a 9, 10.
10 is perfect. You can follow it. You dodge, weave around the crowd of people. You end up having to jump through a couple of bushes and trees. But you eventually make your way to the top deck of the ship and follow it that way.
Brilliant.
Takes you a while, but you eventually end up somewhere. And we'll get to exactly where you are in just a second. I'm not skipping the two of you, Liar and Percy.
It's okay. We had a whole session, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I figured we got our time in the sun. I can wait.
I just think it's important the way this is going to pan out if we jump back to Cass first. Is that okay with you guys?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted the party to all be together.
Cass, after that happens, you assume you're going to see this kid again. You assume you're going to run into him again. You think he's going to come back, obviously. His little arm is mangled. His ribs are broken, and he probably doesn't have the use of one of his lungs. He also has a severe concussion.
Oh yeah, I definitely wrote out an abuse report after he left because he said something about Master would be disappointed. Abuse report
Abuse
written.
report.
Hell yeah. We love a
Immediately.
mandatory reporter.
So that's what you do. The bureaucracy that you have to go through for this is actually quite extensive. You have to file multiple. You have to write out multiple pieces of papers, fact check those papers, and make sure they all go to the right places. More than one paper of the same piece of the same script on the and you have to send them all. It takes you a while to do all of this. While you're doing that, you assume the kid would come back, but he never does.
Well, I have an idea of where he's going.
Pretty safe bet. However, when you go out of the the back room into the main area of this infirmary, there's a fucking commotion going on in here. You see an emberkin holding one of his hands up, wreathed in writhing, thorny vines. One of the thorns spikes out towards shit, what's her name? Calloway, Dr. Calloway, as she just dodges to the side as it zips over her shoulder. It comes back to his arm. He looks... How do you look, Liar?
Oh, shit, son of a bitch!
Next to Liar is your friend, Percy, standing there, looking. Well, how do you look, Percy?
I'm cursing a little bit. I look probably overwhelmed and a little bit annoyed that I'm even here.
Liar, in your head, you hear betrayal, revenge, rage, panic, kill,
Ringo! It's fine, alright? Actually, I'm gonna try to, like, calm myself, because if I'm calm, maybe he'll be calm. I don't know.
That's even better. Make me a. Oh, let's call it a focus plus presence check.
And this is same day, so I don't even get all my shit back.
No, you don't. It is still same day.
Presence plus focus?
Yeah, presence plus focus.
Okay. That's a 1 on the die.
Oh, lovely.
And I have 7 presence, so that's 8. And my focus is 2. 9, 10.
Oh, that's not that bad, actually. I was expecting that to be dreadful. It's not super great, but the creature, you calm yourself a little. The creature's thoughts still racing in your mind. But it's not attacking anyone anymore, but it's still going over in your head, multiple different violent things. You start to think those violent things too a little bit. You start to think, killing all of these people wouldn't be that bad, would it? But you're not sure if that's its thoughts or your own thoughts. Percy, what are you doing?
But I think like we were in the middle of I was trying to convince him to not keep the parasite on his arm, and he was trying to convince me that it's fine. And so I'm noticing that he's calming down. I'm like, okay, look, it's your arm, it's your body, do whatever you want with it, but I'm just saying this seems like a pretty permanent decision for you to have, just to have a little pet that might eventually kill you. It kind of seems ready to kill you now, so like I said, it's your decision, but Jesus.
Ringo's fine. I don't think that he would harm anyone.
I disagree. It seems like it wants to kill you right now.
At this very moment, Cass, you step into the room to see all of this happen. Calloway holding a scalpel in one hand, and the other hand just like up, trying to calm whatever is happening. What do you do, Cass?
I knew this man was trouble.
Make a double.
What do I got? Let me look at the little.
You do distinctly remember that the last time you met this Emberkin, he did not have an arm covered in vines.
Well, it never does good to attack potential patients, so
Just stabs
that
him.
idea's gone. I could just amputate the arm and then it's no longer an issue.
Quite pragmatic.
I guess I'll run over and step in front of him and Calloway. Because he did just attack the arm or whatever it was. Did just attempt to attack Calloway, right?
She. Well, you didn't see this, so yeah. What you witnessed was a thorn spike just shoot over Calloway's shoulder.
Okay. Yeah. I will step in between me and Calloway, and I will do. I think it's wolf stance. That
Yeah.
gives some fun stuff to my friends.
Wolf stance makes it so that you're flanking target.
Adjacent ally to you, and your ally gain. Okay. Yeah.
You gain like
So in
bonuses
case
for
it does
being-
decide to attack again, I will,
Yeah, be stancy.
Oh, by the way, I did after last session because I talked about how I had 2 stances that I couldn't use. I did change those. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, totally okay. Yeah, you don't have a shield, so you can't use shield stances.
I also didn't have focus or something, so I couldn't use Kata stance. So I did Fool's Guard stance and Iron Resolve instead.
Okay. Awesome. All right.
You're the hot robot boy from before, right?
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you just?
What the fuck?
Well, what are you, an android? I don't know.
What's wrong with your arm?
Which arm? Oh, this one.
Skip right over that.
Right. This is Ringo. He's my nice new friend, right, Ringo? We're not gonna, right?
Safe? Question mark.
Is there
Yeah,
insight? I forgot. Is there insight?
Yeah. It's instinct. So it'll be Oh, it is still called insight. That'll probably be we'll just call it a social plus insight check.
Okay, that's a 10. Just
10.
Total.
Whatever you want to give away with that check is up to you, liar.
I would say it would be pretty obvious that I'm trying to coax whatever it is down. Past that, I'm not sure how much of the science part she knows about, like, how parasitic this thing is or not. But I guess if she has a medical background, she can see that it is attached to me.
Oh,
So-
okay, yeah. It is.
Calloway
attached.
does seem like she knows something about what's happening, but is definitely caught off guard by the almost being impaled thing.
Okay, cool. Should we take that off of you? Like, off of your arm?
No.
I look at Percy.
She's kind of vigorously nodding and looking nervously at him.
Look, all we need to do is put maybe a safeguard in my head.
So to do that, we should take it off of your arm first. Maybe a glove. A nice glove.
That's gonna be a possible issue, but Ringo's fine. He's chill. See, aren't you, Ringo?
Does Ringo talk?
No. Well, not to you. I hear a voice in my head. That
He-
sounds
what?
much worse.
It's
In
not
your-
it's not a voice. It's a feeling.
It's more like-
It's-
okay.
Yeah, it's a sensation. It's
Gotcha.
not actually saying the word I'm saying. That's the feeling that you're getting.
Okay.
From it.
So you hear him, or it in your head.
In a way, it's more like he lets me know how.
So how about you just take a seat for just a second.
Sure. Take a seat.
I give Percy a look like,
It's not great. Nice to see you again, by the way. I think he's worried that if you try and take it off, it'll just kill him. It also seems like it can tell what he's thinking, so yeah, it's not great.
okay. I look at Calloway as well. I'm like, Calloway, what the fuck?
Calloway has her back to you and is like rifling through vials of something from a drawer. Pulls one out, pulls out like a syringe, just draws from it, starts to squirt the syringe, and then with like lightning reflexes, just sticks it into Liar's arm and injects whatever it is. Liar, you don't feel the sting of a needle. So-
Well, I think what we should do is.
No, you don't feel the sting of the needle. You can tell it didn't go through the vine into you; it just went into the vine. The voice in your head subsides slowly. It's just sleepy, exhausted. Nothing.
Oh my god. Okay. So, this thing stuck a tentacle in my mind. Don't worry, my ear's okay. However, I do have spores in my brain.
At this point,
So,
Axiom, it's actually, sorry. At this point, Liar, a little light shoots into the infirmary and just floats in front of your face, directly obscuring all of your vision. And then, Axiom, you walk through the door.
Is that related?
I don't know what's going on as much as anybody else, so.
I just think we should get that off. Like, I look at, can we get it off his arm? Like, at all?
That's not the issue, it's the stuff that's in.
I feel like, but we can start tackling the bigger issue by taking it off of you.
But I want Ring.
Why?
Oh, he's cool.
It's his own friend, apparently.
He might kill you.
He didn't try to kill me, he tried to kill the doctor. Oh, and me, I guess, a little bit, but I don't really know if that was murdery intent. That was just more of a
Who are
Slam.
you? I look
Axiom.
over at Axiom.
Axiom, you step into the room. Bobby.
I'm here. Okay, cool. I step into a room.
Oh yeah, so you follow the light into this room, and you can see it just floating directly in front of Lyre's face. And as Lyre is talking, it just dissipates. Lyre's holding up a hand that's covered in vines, talking about how it implanted spores into his brain. And that's what you hear as you walk inside.
That was. Anyways, there you are.
Hey, Axie, how you doing?
Uh,
Didn't expect to see you.
Well, you're the only person on this entire ship that I know, and well, having friends is important and all that. So here
Exactly,
I am.
which is why I
Friends-
want to keep Ringo.
No, friends that are not attached to your arm and releasing spores in your brain.
He only did it the one time.
Are they still there?
I mean, yes.
Okay, then this no.
Look, the doctor
fair.
said
I'm
if
half
I can put a
convinced that you
safeguard on my mind, then Ringo and me can be friends forever.
These things are...
Yeah, at this point, I'm half convinced that you're stupid enough that this won't really have any effect. So up to you.
Impossible, actually. The less intelligent that he is, the more likely that this will work.
What's happening?
If you are...
Yeah,
Very
prime
good,
evidence.
Despite not intelligent.
How dare you?
um,
I know most of the alphabet.
There are
Well,
few
though.
who can do this, if you would all like to go. I have to stay here, however. Cass, you should accompany. Make sure he is medically sound along the way, on the way there.
Oh, wait, what'd she say? I'm sorry.
She told you to go with them, to find someone who can either safeguard his brain. She says, you have roughly 6 hours before it wakes up. If it is not sedated and your brain is not safeguarded by then, we remove it. Cass,
I
Like
just,
a
can you do
plan.
that?
So we're still talking
I
about the
just give
thing
her
on
this
his
look
arm,
like I
right?
have to help him.
Yes.
Here. I'll sweeten the deal. I know some information on this ship that nobody else knows.
I'm sure.
It's
Mhm.
true.
I
Someone
believe it,
who likes to report things would definitely want to know.
which is why I'm here. So I guess I'll help.
By the way, Axiom, why are you here?
Well,
Apparently,
like I said,
y'all are
I don't know
friends.
anyone else on this ship, and friends are important, especially because I need to find someone. Not now, but when we get where we're going.
Are you
Sure.
sure that you want to be friends with him, though, like specifically?
He
Likeable.
he is very likable and seems to be able to find things out very quickly.
I
He's
found
like a
Ringo very
Hufflepuff,
quickly.
a particularly good finder.
Oh, so like a sniffing dog. Okay, I understand the relationship now.
Whatever.
This was also the reason
He-
that Percy wanted to find Lyre as well.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's mostly the finding, less the likable.
I don't know.
So it
I
looks
think he's
like
pretty
we all
likable.
need
Friendship is
Liar's
magic.
help, huh?
All right.
I'm not sorry. I won't apologize.
I regret looking for you at this point, but I feel like I can't really abandon you with a fucking parasite on your arm. So
I
Exactly.
don't think I'm legally allowed to abandon you with a parasite in your arm.
See,
yeah,
and
we're
that's
all
what-
here more out of obligation than anything.
I put my arm around him and just, around Lyre and go, see, and that's what friendship is all about. Helping each other even though we really don't want to.
Yeah. What?
Let's go find this in 6. Hopefully it doesn't take the whole 6 hours. I would like to not be in your company that long.
By the way,
honestly.
where do we even go?
Is there anybody that I would know that like used to work at the fortress castle / thing?
You know someone who deals with ward spells? They're actually the ship's mechanic. Axiom, this is the person. Well, you don't know of the person. You haven't met him yet, but this is the person who you would be working for. But Cass, you know you've met this person many times. That they deal in wards. Before they were the ship's mechanic, they were actually a augmentation person. They create augmentations, and sometimes augmentations have a habit of dock-ocking out and going a little wild. So they can do things like this.
Please tell me there's a movie in movies exist in this universe, and if there is one, there's one called Augmentations Gone Wild.
Augmentations gone
Jesus
wild.
Christ, absolutely. That's canon.
That's canon. It's canon now.
But is it a porno?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Chad.
porno version.
Starring Chad.
Yeah.
Actually, both versions.
Both versions.
Family-friendly Chad.
Family-friendly Chad. That's not a possibility. Chad is a character that's based off of Rick Sanchez.
Rick
unfortunately.
Sanchez.
Yeah. That was made a long time ago. That's wild. Anyway. So, that is where you know to go, Cass.
Okay, I think that I have somebody that might be willing to help, and hopefully he can, so I can get you off my hands earlier. But we could check there.
All right, most people want their hands on me, but to each their.
Cass, you
I
know.
can't imagine why.
Cass, you know the place you need to go is that area on the ship where it's near the back end of the ship. It's this kind of floating platform. It's like the mechanical hub of the ship. It is also the captain's what's it called? The
Captain's
dang-
quarters.
No, it's in front of the
helm?
captain's
Helmsman
quarters.
quarters?
It's the
The
dang-
helm?
The helm. It's the helm of the ship. It is also where all of the equipment that can the places that can quickly and easily repair the ship are located. That is the first place you think that this individual would probably be located.
Probably. Hey Dylan.
Yeah.
I gotta bounce.
Okay.
Just got a weird phone call. I'll explain later.
Sounds
all right.
good. If you will you be back?
Yeah, probably in like an hour or so. I'll see. I'll text you updates. You have my character sheet in
I do.
case and you need to do anything. So
I
cool.
can
All right,
play as you.
solid. All right, deuces.
Have fun, be safe.
That's what
Two
Bobby
crimes.
always says. All right. As you guys head in that direction, we'll switch over to Nonagon. Nonagon, are you there?
Yes, I am. I almost feel like I should have gone after Lad. Might have met up with
You
y'all.
met up with the party. You are stalking behind this individual, just following slowly. What are you doing? Just following? Watching?
Oh, I might be about to do something very ill-advised.
Do
Do
it.
it.
That's what Lyra does all the time.
I kind of want to get closer to him to check out what the fuck that thing slung on his back is.
Yeah. Get closer.
Mm-hmm.
You move in closer. How close are you trying to get?
You said it's covered by a cloth,
It is
right?
covered by a cloth, yeah.
Is there any way that, like, if I were to theoretically, like, try and get close enough to touch, I could see, like, lift up a bit to see what's under it, or is it, like, tightly bound?
It looks tightly bound from here.
Damn.
You don't know how tight until you get way closer, but yeah. He doesn't seem to notice you at the moment, and your stealth will roll. Your stealth is relatively high. You're also noticing that other people aren't noticing you either, meaning you're pretty hidden, and he doesn't seem to be noticing you.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Life is short. I'm gonna try and get close enough to see if I can somewhat unwrap this thing to get a look at what it is. And Are there any, like, how many other people are here that are, like, close enough to this dude?
Well, he's walked away from the arena at this point, so you've had to follow him out of the arena. He walked over to a stand to get food. He didn't say anything when he ordered food. He just pointed at an item, produced money, dropped it on the counter, took the food, ate it with little enjoyment on his face, threw the trash away in the waistband, but he did a strange thing. He straightened out the trash, folded it up, and then threw it away into a waistband before continuing walking slowly down this hill. You're now just walking down this kind of woodboard path that leads to what you could assume is that kind of forested area in the middle of the ship.
Okay. I mean, I'm no judge. Like, this guy's just, he's just a dude. I just really want to fucking know what the hell he was doing in that fight, and I think it has to do with this thing.
As you approach, you get closer. Still nothing. Still no recognition. I want you to make me one more physical plus stealth check as you get even closer.
That's gonna be a 9.
As you step within the, closeness that you wanted to be to this individual, he stops abruptly, making you run into him. He turns and just looks down at you.
God, it's been 2 weeks since it's been actually 3 weeks since I last did this voice. Hold on.
Do you actually? I want to see if you fall down. If when you hit him, you just fall on your ass. Make me
Let's see.
a physical plus acrobatics check to stay on your feet. If not, you just poof and fall on your ass.
That's a 10.
It's a 10. You don't. You stumble, but you don't fall, flat on your ass. He's just looking down at you.
Oh, sorry about that. Wasn't looking where I was going. I'll just move to the side, and I'm gonna try and, like, get out of his area.
He just stays staring at you. As you start to walk away, his eyes follow you until you are reasonably, like, away from him. What do you do once you're, like, out of his threat range, potentially?
Is he still, like, close enough for me to, like, feasibly talk to?
Yeah.
So what? It's an interesting thing you got on your back there.
His eyes look to it and then back at you.
That it?
Yeah.
That's all you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay,
He turns and starts to walk away now.
okay. Good talk. Good talk. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I think I know it dead ends when I see it
Yeah.
as of right now.
I want you to make me a physical plus awareness check really quick. Now that you're very
Ooh.
close, you can, start to, check him out and stuff.
Well,
12. You look over the things on his body. His clothes appear to be of Anataran nature, which is a country that's just north east of most of the, like, major continent stuff. It is between a very, very vibrant, lively sea and a very arid, dry desert. Because of this, it is practically an oasis to those who would travel the desert, and it is a kind of like a tropical spa area for anybody nearing. It is also famous for having a lot of very refined, arcane items. Something about the area, something about the people who live here. They're very good at making magic items. This person's clothes read as some kind of high-ranking official to some government organization. You would need to have an in with their organization to know anything more about them, or to have lived in Anatari, neither of which you have done. You do know that this guy, his aura, his energy, is murderous. This person wants to kill. Not you, but he wants something dead, badly. You also gauge from that conversation you had earlier, the conversation you just now had, he had no reaction to anything that has happened so far. Anyone talking to him, anyone reaching at him, anyone doing anything to this guy. Blank expression until you said that thing on your back. His face showed this glimmer of pain, and that's all you get from him.
God, I'm so fucking curious, but I feel like if I get any closer to this dude or try again, he's gonna...
You're gonna get one shot.
Yeah. I am definitely filing, like, I'm just gonna start a whole, like, Nonagon has a mental list of people that he wants to keep tabs on, because they are people that have things about them that he doesn't know, and he doesn't know how to deal with, and so he wants to learn more in case anything ever happens. He has problems. But that guy's going, like, he's number one on that list now.
Yeah. He's very interesting. He's also appearance-wise kind of odd. His eyes are all pink, with just like a darker red eyeball. His skin is charcoal colored, hair ashen white, and very, very long pointy ears. He looks Aleph for the most part, but something about him is just a little different. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, before he goes, I'm gonna do one more thing that is a little stupid. I am gonna like call out to him as he's leaving, and I'm gonna be like, great talk. You seem like a cool guy. If ever there is an opportunity, maybe we could get drinks together or something?
I want you
No
to
response?
make me a let's call it a social a charm plus persuasion check.
Oh wow, those things I'm very good at, guys. Trust me, I'm very good at them.
I have full faith.
Okay. So okay, well it's just an 11, but I want you to know I had no modifiers. I rolled a 10 and then I rolled a 1.
That's
But
good. He stops and turns. He doesn't turn. He doesn't actually stop. Sorry. He just turns his head and looks at you and breathes in. Do you know of death? His voice wrong. The accent not correct. There's something wrong with the way he talks.
I think I take it as a yes.
I would a lot more than most people would think on first glance, I'd say.
Have you met death?
If we're talking physically, not entirely, it's complicated. Not really, but at one point I thought I had.
He's focusing on you intensely. You can feel his focus. It's almost physical. It's almost palpable. He breathes in. Find me again. When you meet death, we talk. Then you may help me. He turns and walks away. Do not talk to me again until then. And he keeps walking.
Okay, heard. All right. Literally Trinity, that's so accurate.
I
That's
know!
literally so accurate. Yeah, so I think just from that little exchange, I think I am somewhat satisfied.
Somewhat.
I got him to respond to
You
me.
got him to
No,
say
he hadn't
words.
responded to him. Yeah. And I'm very intrigued by what he means. So he's still on the top of my people I want to learn about list. But interesting. So I think now I'm just gonna walk in the opposite direction of him. I don't have any particular destination in mind. I'm just like, okay, that's gonna be a dead end for right now. I am gonna go.
Wandering. So you're at an area where you can see the direction he's going is kind of like vegetation all around. It's pretty. He specifically said, "Don't talk to me." Doesn't seem to be bothered by you following him. He just doesn't want you to talk to him. But following him wasn't part of the discussion. That's just a point that I wanted to make. He's not going to attack you on sight if you just like happen upon him. At least you don't. You know, it's not what it sounded like. Maybe he will. Depends on the situation.
I mean,
However,
Maybe,
I feel like
yeah.
don't follow me is like a lot of times just like implied.
yeah.
I don't know, maybe he likes having somebody just like following him around. But he's like, but I gotta, I don't know. Who am I to judge?
But
Betty, remind me what your character looks like.
I am a short little guy. I think I said I was 5'1". Got like bleached blonde hair that is about like it's cut close to the head, but like goes down to the shoulders. But there's dark roots at the top starting to show. Brown hair underneath.
Race
Pale
are you?
skin. Huh?
Or what race are you playing?
Construct, but I look
Okay.
humanoid. Like I
Okay,
look
so
like a
closer
human.
to-
Yeah.
Cass than Axiom.
Axiom
More
is fully robot looking.
Yeah, okay.
more
Cass only has a human face.
Yeah, more human than Cass in that I look exactly like a human, except for when you get closer to me, you see bits of skin fraying away on my face that reveal a like metallic a metallic underskin. And
How are
yeah.
the constructs? Are they created? Are they like born in some way?
It's like
It's different for
a
each one.
real soul. Yeah, for it can be like a real soul in an artificial body, or like other
AI.
I don't know. But
So the things, so there's like multiple different versions. There's like golems, which don't actually have any soul in them. They're just powered by Aurora. Then there are artificial souls inside of an artificial body. Those are like the little helper bots that walk around like, what can I do for you? Would you like to know where the
Okay.
bathrooms are? Those are just artificial. There's nothing sentient about them. They're just a series of codes that tell it what to do. Just series of like runes and stuff that just spark when things happen. Then there is a real soul inside of an artificial body. That is what the things that you've been interacting with are. You're actually not sure what Axiom is.
So I guess I'm curious about how you put. Is it like a company that makes you guys, or is
there
it
are
just
a few, yeah.
Okay?
There's also
I was
individuals.
created by an independent business owner. Please support small businesses today.
I was created for
Entrepreneurs, some might
bloodshed.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to ask them individually who created them. However, there are like serial codes attached to certain parts if they got their parts from elsewhere, unless they made everything from scratch. Speaking of artificers and arcanists, you guys are going to go see one. So you start heading in that direction, going to go find an artificer, an arcanist, a buildy person. Actually, really quick, I'm gonna go pee, and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
I can actually also resend the picture of Nonagon that I have somewhere around here. Somewhere on my computer. Hello?
So, is that supposed to be Cass, or is that the scientist who made Cass being like, I've done wrong, I gotta destroy what
so
it created?
Cass has a military background.
Oh, okay.
He was originally intended for military purpose, which is how he came to know Kane. Yeah, that's all you're getting for now. But then Cass is a sweet boy, so he's like, I want to heal people.
Hey,
No,
Cass,
father, I don't
we
want
all-
to.
Do you
We
have
all
like the
work for
switch
the
that
ship.
turns you into murder or like
Fucking probably.
no?
Oh yeah. Let's
so we
find
all
it.
work for the ship, but like for Cass, it's more of like government work rather than like a mercenary, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
work.
NASA and Boeing.
I don't work for the ship. I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah, I do work for the ship, and I work for Big Daddy Ship Captain.
Okay.
I work. I have a job, but it's not my job. But I like assisted in the death of the person whose job it is, so I kind of have to do it now.
I don't think you assisted per se. You more so just wanted to steal and then walked in on a really fucked up situation.
Yeah, it was pretty
you
bad.
pretty much grave robbed real early.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't planning on the person being dead, but it makes it a little easier now that they are.
Yeah. Oh, that person in the room next, or that room's next to you or with you? I can't remember. She's like, very suspicious.
Yeah, they definitely do not think that I'm some kind of like scholar of the arcane or whatever, but like what are they gonna do?
No, just go find a pair of really cheap reading glasses and be like, look at me, I'm a scholar now.
That's what
That
a
is
liar
the
does.
extent of Percy's plan right now, and honestly she's not even there yet.
Fucking Clark Kent that shit.
Honestly.
What is the drink of choice tonight, Dylan?
Yeah, what's the nog?
Bergberry oolong gin and tonic.
That
Nice.
sounds fucking
Ooh.
delicious.
Yeah.
Yes, my
I'm
other
drinking
job.
vodka straight from the cup.
I have
Butter.
Malibu.
Fucking mad lad.
I have Malibu from when we did a cocktail and charcuterie night on last Sunday.
That's not
Classy.
awesome.
Wait, it wasn't Sunday, it was Saturday.
Saturday.
What did I... Yeah, because that's when Kate goes off work. But yeah, it was fun. And I still have all the alcohol left over because
Nice.
there was fucking 7 bottles of it.
Oh my god.
Good lord. Better than not having enough, I guess.
Eh. By the way, Dylan, do you want Liar's like extensive like backstory from the old campaign he was in, or just?
Yeah, because
Meh.
I'll probably need to take some things.
I don't
out
want to
of-
go back to that universe. I'm going to throw that out there right now.
Oh, that's fair. So the only
You're
thing that's
happy to be here.
important is so in my universe, it's called the Acrosphere. It is the known planes of existence. The physical plane is an ever-expanding thing. So realistically, if you go far enough away from the vein of life, which is the thing in the middle of the Acrosphere that just gives Aurora to everything, if you go far enough away from that, who fucking knows what you're going to run into in the mortal plane. So realistically, you could have just left the Acrosphere, or you could have come from somewhere far beyond the Acrosphere, and that is where you would have been from. There can be gods where you're from. Here, there are multiple different versions of gods, but there's no gods created mortals situation. There's a belief.
Boy, Leos, I got to tell the rest of the group what happened.
Ideally, you can explain whatever you want it to be. Just know that you came from very fucking far away.
I was just talking about Lynn.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lynn knows everything that you've been through, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Or at the very
Sure.
least,
Yeah.
they He implied it. He implied
I'll
it.
be sure to update you somewhat soon.
But anyway.
Let me know if you want help with remembering some of the details there.
Probably.
Yeah, because you were drunk for some of that campaign, so.
And
I have
some
a
of this
good
one too,
memory
by the
like
looks
most
of
of
it.
Okay, so you make your way there.
Right.
You have to go up a staircase that leads you to this kind of top area, and there's this large dome that looks like kind of like a theater, like an amphitheater, with bleachers that are set up in a fan shape around this center amphitheater. There's actually someone talking at the center of it to a few seated individuals, more than a few, about like 30 or 40 seated individuals. The amphitheater is big enough to seat hundreds, but there's like 30 or 40 people seated up close. Cass, you know you actually have to go behind the amphitheater into this kind of doorway that's on the other side of the amphitheater, to walk into it, to go down some stairs,
Hold on.
through it.
My roommates are doing laundry again. I
I was
apologize.
about to say, I hear some plane noises.
Yeah.
Let's turn on noise suppression and see if it works.
It worked.
Okay.
Well,
Okay,
it worked.
Yeah.
It worked so well.
Well, good deal.
And we can-
Okay.
Yeah. So you know where to go. I'm just describing the journey
Yeah.
there. Does anybody stop?
I'm just following as well.
Yeah, with your hand like this. You can actually do whatever you want to with your hand. He's
Yeah,
asleep.
no, at this point he's asleep, so I'm just like,
It is still like a vine gauntlet, though. It is still wrapped up.
sure. Yeah.
Does anybody want
That's
to?
not constricting my arm, though.
Do we
It's
have
just-
time? Do we have time, like, on this journey to have a quick conversation?
Yes, absolutely. It takes you a while to get here.
Okay. I do want to pull Lyra aside for a second, just to talk about something real quick.
Hey, what's up, biceps?
All right. Don't hate that nickname, actually. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, okay. Normally, I wouldn't really associate my... That's not necessary for me to say. I'll leave it at this. I was following you because I heard you're looking for a bodyguard, or rather, a bulldog.
Oh, to be fair, though, I do have a girlfriend with a lizard now, and Ringo.
I would stay as far away from her as possible if I were you, but that's just me.
He only has a lot of violent tendencies. It's fine.
Well, and a lot of violent people that don't seem to like you, so...
He loves me. Doesn't
Right,
like
yeah.
me.
That's the perception you got. Okay, I do think you need a bodyguard. It seems like you make friends everywhere you go, whether or not they actually like you.
Well, people know me. They know the name.
Yes, yeah, you're pretty recognizable. The reason I ask is I'm trying to track someone down without them finding out that that's what I'm doing. If you let me stick around, and honestly, it would be helpful if you could provide some of the funds that you have at your disposal, because I'm also broke as hell. I will protect you from physical danger. Sound good?
Are you extorting Lyre right now?
I'm trying to
physical
set up a
danger.
business deal. No! No. I'm not going to beat you up if you say no. I'm just looking for someone who has connections and money, hopefully.
Yes, on the extended deal of you help me work at a bar once a week.
Do I have to bartend?
No, you're gonna be a dancer.
You're joking, right?
Axiom, Axiom speaks up. I'm the dancer. Bouncer?
Listen, both actually. Great idea, Axiom. Love
Yeah,
you, buddy.
no, I'm not.
No,
I'm not
so-
dancing, but I can
You are
help with
dancing.
security
So
or
here's the thing.
bartending.
Here's the thing. People love robot boys. People love girls. I'm there for the last that's appeal trio. Okay? So with us combined, I imagine shit ton. So
I don't
that's-
think I'm the type of girl that most people are looking for, and I do not dance. So
Please, I'm sure you'll be fine. And you don't necessarily have to dance. Honestly, you could just pose.
I really,
Love a
you know,
lifetime. No one
Axiom
imagine
leans
getting
in.
to say this.
Axiom leans in and says, "Just say yes. Just say yes. He's not gonna.
I have to say I appreciate Liar's methodology of dealing with somebody attempting to extort him by saying, well, how about I extort you back?
Look, I will help you without dancing. I don't think that I'm really the kind that you're looking for that kind of thing. But I'll bartend or aid in security or something. But I think
You
I
have
would
to wear
drive
an
people
outfit.
away if you had me dance. I can't I just wear this? I basically have my entire chest out anyway.
It's a deal.
All right.
It's a
I hope you're
deal.
not too expensive. I didn't really focus on the funds being
No, I
exchanged,
mean
but we'll
like
work on that
maybe
later.
a gym shot a week or something. But you've got more money than I do. So.
A single gem shard a week.
My God.
I have like literally 10 right now, so I
I'm
could
gonna-
use whatever I can get.
I'll give her 10 more right now.
Well, thank you. That worked much faster than I was expecting it to.
That's a whole 5 days of food right there.
Right?
Let's see. Where you?
Yeah, so are we getting close to this? Do we even know where we're going?
Cass just makes washing machine noises.
I think that's a yes.
You eventually find where you're looking for. It is a long kind of like hallway with like different variations and doors, tall ceilinged. This is, by the way, after you go into that sort of like doorway behind the amphitheater that leads you down some stairs, down a hallway. This is that hallway. You can hear this sort of distant whirring noise, followed by lots
wait.
Does it sound like, Actually, it sounds exactly like that.
It's ambient, okay?
Followed by these kind of whooshing, clicking noises. And, Liar, you smell the strong scent of burnt ozone. You know that's what Aurora smells like.
Oh, but I don't know what Aurora smells like? Bullshit.
No, actually, you don't.
Really?
No one can smell it. It's a Emberkin thing. They can smell it.
Oh, I can just
I
eat
didn't
it.
know
You
that.
can eat it. Yeah.
I'll say liar.
So he
just
really
because
is a sniffer dog. Leave
That
me
makes
the
up for my
Aurora,
terrible
boy.
eyesight.
You can gain the ability to sense it, but you don't smell it. It's a very specific kind
I
of
can vibe check the Aurora.
Yeah, you can vibe check the Aurora, but Liar has the displeasure of having to smell it every time he's around it. But you get to the place where you're pretty sure this is where the person will be. I'll leave it up to you, Cass. Do you know this person's name, or do you only know them by trade?
I feel like Cass is the kind of person who would want to know everybody's name.
Okay. So this person's name is R. Rayan. R. Rayan. They
Fancy
are...
Ryan.
Fancy Ryan. They are, young arcanists. They are a prodigy, and like I said earlier, they specialize in augmentations. However, they've been hired to, just make sure the ship stays functioning and all the runes and wards in place remain, as such. Basically, making sure that the ship doesn't vent everyone into atmosphere or, crazy stuff like that.
Casual.
They have deep orange skin, green hair, and silvery eyes. Otherwise, they look human. They look like they are from a place south of Anatari, somewhere in the Lansag Desert. So they're from the desert. But yeah.
Cool. I'm from some guy's basement, but we all come from where we are.
We all come from somewhere. You guys get into this large room. Cass has to unlock it using their special, passport. They use it. He just scans the passport. Or do you? What do you do? There's a sort of an Aurora sphere that is just embedded into the wall with this kind of glassy sheen to it.
Well, first.
You know, Cass, that you can put your passport into it. There's no acceptance slot, but if you just shove your passport into it, it accepts it, and then the door will open. You know this.
Okay. Laya, turn around.
Yeah. Is this a
No,
kinky
no.
thing or like?
No, God,
Okay.
stop it, turn
Fine.
around.
I turn and face a wall and I straddle my.
Oh my God. Cass blushes, turns back around to the door, and then uses the key. I just
Are
don't
you gonna
trust these
pat me
bitch.
down or what?
I'm kind of tempted to just leave you there, honestly. But we need you to come in here, since you're the reason that we're here in the first place.
No.
I'll just grab your wrist and drag you along. Come
God, I
along.
don't resist. I
don't want to touch your hand. You'll make it weird.
don't.
Farther in here, there's actually a couple of people having a conversation. One of them is the ship's captain, a tall, stoic, older man with a gray-shot beard, short, messy hair with just kind of like one spot of just gray that's a little longer than the rest. And
I'm not saying this is Cass. I'm saying this is Trinity. Dilf.
Dilf, yes. His name is Captain Attic Kane. He's wearing some sort of military, Taydalan military vestiture, which is blue and navy blue and olive green, and he's got just like adornments on his shoulders and upper arms, showing some kind of heroic prestige, something that he did during some war at some point in time. And he's having some conversation.
So, side note, have I talked to Kane since I accidentally got in trouble for trying to stop Liar from...
You have not.
Okay,
Kane
great.
does not know anything about that.
Okay, good deal.
As we enter the room, I'm gonna use my ability.
I figured. Do it. Make your check. This is a medium-sized room. There's actually quite a few people.
I got a 7 on the dot. And then what do I add?
I think it says it for the ability. I do believe it is a
Looking for it.
presence plus performance check, I believe.
Social and presence.
It's
Yeah,
social
I'm
presence.
good.
Social presence, okay.
Yeah, that's like 18. total.
Okay, yeah. And what, you had to beat like a 12 or something?
Something like that.
Yeah. So you you do. What do you do as you walk into the room? You don't actually have to say anything if you don't want to. Your
yeah, and
presence
I'm
can
gonna
speak for
fall into the room and kind of brush up against the wall, kind of like in a haggard, sexy pose, like
Oh
I'm
my
injured from battle or something.
I'm letting go of your wrist the second that happens.
As you do that, Kane stops the conversation he's having and looks to you. He looks concerned for a moment and then looks to Cass. Is your friend all right?
I think he has some mental issues that he needs to work out.
Oh.
But he, literally and, just as is, he needs a mental mind shield because he decided to befriend a thing that apparently sent spores into his brain.
Cass, I'm gonna stop you right there. I know little
Ringo.
to nothing about Aurora.
Oh shit.
However, talk to the ship's mechanic. I think he could help you. And good luck with your mental problems, son. I hope.
I flirt with the captain.
Immediately. Let me send you Saparta, the captain. The Capitan.
Yeah, the second you start to flirt with Kane, I will actually slap my hand over your face.
That's on you. I do like a sexy, like, oh no.
Oh
God! I will, I'd like to put my hand over his face and then kick the knee out from under him, if possible.
Fucking prone him out. That will be a
Oh
grapple.
no, he tripped!
That will be a grapple attempt. If you're trying to make it look like an accident, it will be
I
even
don't
more
resist.
difficult. If you don't resist, then it just
I
happens.
I don't resist.
Then it
Yeah,
just
I'm over here
yeah.
trying to decide if it's part of my bodyguard duties to stop this from happening, and I've decided it's not.
No. And I catch you as you fall. Like, I'm not letting you hit the floor. I'm just like, oh, see his mental issues. He tripped. That's crazy.
I smell willingness in it.
Do I still successfully flirt with the captain though?
Yes. I'm still trying to find a picture of him. I have pictures of him when he was
I think
young.
you sent me one in chat at some point.
I did. I've got pictures
If he's
of
a
him.
DILF, does he look like Shihiro?
Yeah, he's just Shihiro. No, hang on, I gotcha. Here it is. Here it is. Oh my god, Gon! I just saw that.
Oh.
Gon getting fucking tossed. Oh, and the armless Gon. Aw. I just got there too in the arc. I just saw that happen.
What was his first name again?
Addock. Addock.
Yeah, just gonna say it. I'm a little addicted to him.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That took no time
Okay,
at
so
all.
I'm muting Teddy for the rest of this session.
The ship actually just drops. There's nothing for it to. It just does. It just falls, and then it falls into the sun. Campaign over. And we're gonna roll up new characters.
Start a new one.
Alright, I'll start it over.
It was worth it.
Totally worth it. No. Yeah. So that picture that I dropped, that was Kane when he was like 30. Imagine that plus 30 more years.
Silver Fox, anybody? I'm just kidding.
I'm reiterating what I said before, King, sir.
And yeah. So, but yeah, he mentions know little to nothing about Aurora, but I'm sure the mechanic could help you. And then you start to flirt with him, get grappled, and fall down. Oh goodness, are you? Do you need help? He reaches his hand down to help you.
Oh no, he's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. I like push his hand away. I'm like, he's
Oh.
fine. He just has issues.
I like hold up my hand, but like not fully, just short of him being able to grab it. Like
No. Cass, do you drag him into the like mechanics room?
Yeah. I'm like at this point basically Myrtle's carrying
Well,
him because I knocked him over. But he just has his sometimes his mental issues make his legs stop working. Okay, bye, Kane. Bye.
Right, good. Pleasure to meet you, he says to you, Percy.
Likewise.
He turns back.
Have a good one.
He just thumbs up and turns back to the person he was having a conversation with and continues talking to him. In the mechanics room, smells even heavier of Aurora, that metallic, burnt, tingy smell. In here, you see a person sitting down on a stool, hunched over a large desk with what looks like a mechanical arm, but it's very big. Not like massive, but it's about as big as his whole body. And he's just got like some sort of tool with an electric end on it and an Aurora gem inset into the back that he's just twisting into this arm, making it move. You guys
I would like to proceed to absolutely drop Liar on the floor.
Liar,
The second they're out of Kane's view, I just flunk.
you just get released.
Mm-hmm. Do I do the talking on the floor, or are you gonna do it, Cass?
Yeah, I think you
sorry.
got
I got
into this, yeah.
distracted. I'm sorry. Fuck, what was his name again? Ryan.
R-Y-N.
Wait, fuck, wait, what?
Hang on, I'll type it.
R-A-N?
R-Y-N.
R-Y-N, okay. Hello. I'm not gonna attempt to say your name because I am bad at it. I'm not gonna say the character. That sounds really bad.
Orion.
Yeah, Trinity is just a dummy, and I cannot say Orion without saying R-Y-N. Like my brain just says Orion.
He turns.
Orion.
They turn and they look at you.
I have
you-
a person here who needs help because he is stupid.
Oh. Yeah, I can't help with. Sorry. Turns back and goes back into work.
No. Okay, he's stupid because he did something, and now he needs a mind ward. And you might help with that. He has spores in his brain because he befriended a plant.
Oh,
Yep. Name is Ringo.
you named it.
Yeah.
Plant.
Yeah, he named it. He wants to
Well,
keep it,
it's
but he doesn't want the
sentient.
spores in his brain.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I think the spores need to be in my brain, but I just need to protect my brain from the spores or something. I don't know. I barely keep it up.
I can do that. 2 ways. One, magic, temporary. The other, surgery, permanent. Hurts a lot.
He'll take the surgery.
I was actually gonna say yeah.
All right. Do you have the?
Are you even gonna say the second way?
Oh, it's surgery. The first one was just like an arcane ward that would last for
Yeah.
a period of time. The second one being implanting something into his brain. Another implanting brain thing.
Sounds good to me. Honestly, what's upstairs is show tunes and some fucking there. So it's
All right. Oh, sorry. 3. I could cut your arm off and replace it with.
Oh, I think I like number 3.
oh fuck you.
I could help with 2 and 3, but I think I like 3.
Cass, I'll need you to cut open his head for me. And
Okay.
Wait, what?
they stand open and they stand up and just walk over to a drawer. What'd you say, Percy?
What do you think surgery means?
I just assumed it was less bad. I don't know.
I'll start like clearing off like a little space, and start sanitizing it.
All right, fine. I'll do it. But if you fuck up my libido, I swear to God.
Oh no! I would never do that. I don't even know what that word means. I don't. I turn over. It's like, can we do that? I like mouth to the guy. I'm like, can we do that?
RAN slides the visor thing shut on their face. No, but it wouldn't ruin your libido. It would just turn off your pleasure centers. That's all. No big
Do
deal.
that either.
Uh,
Percy,
That's worse.
guard me while I'm unconscious.
Yeah, I will say, please don't fuck up his brain even more than you're already planning on.
It's damaged enough.
Obviously.
Oh, yeah. Payment. Do you have the gems?
Sure, how
As-
much?
About 3,000.
Is there a payment plan?
I have another option. It's experimental. I'd have to cut off one of your horns. I'll replace it with a cooler one.
Getting a lot of body mods today, huh?
I know, right?
Another one of you will have to do something similar. Ear, eye, whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Just something on your head.
I think I'm already
Okay.
full of parts, so.
Sure. New horn. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I like most of the parts of me to stay as they are. So, anybody else wants to volunteer?
Ooh, better idea. You're a little vine guy. When we ward your brain, it won't be able to communicate with you. If I do what I'm doing, it theoretically should work, and this will help me test that. Call it 150.
What are you gonna do?
Make it so you can still talk to it, but it can't get in your brain.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, no. Sure. 150, I can do that.
Deal.
Do I get the no horn still?
Yeah. You have to.
Cool.
Yeah, he's clinically insane, and I've made a huge business mistake.
We will fast forward through the process. However, Percy and Cass, you both watch. Well, Percy more than anything, because Cass is helping with the surgery, more just handing our things when they ask for it. But Percy, you
I
watch.
pick out the horn.
Sure, you can cut it off. You watch as Cass cuts off the horn, replaces it with some sort of augmentation. You also see this guy cut off one of the liar's pinky finger and replace
What the
it
fuck?
with another. It looks the same, but it's silver with gold brackets, and it has otherwise the same features. It's just silver with like gold. What's the word, like insets?
Lining?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this gold lining. Yeah, think like porcelain-esque almost, but
Okay.
How they do that pot repair stuff?
Maybe
Yeah.
Homie just wanted a
Yeah.
pinky as a treat, you know.
not exactly
Little
pot
snack
repair,
for
but
later.
Yeah, yeah, just
He
gonna.
was
he's
in
just
danger of losing his whole arm earlier today, so I think this is an okay compromise. But I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
What about my new horn? How does that go?
Wait, can I pick out the color of his new horn?
I mean, you can paint it if you want. I wasn't going to. It's just gonna the gold and silver is kind of the colors it comes with. You can paint it while I do this.
I'm going for hot pink.
Hot pink.
it's already like red, isn't he?
Oh wait, yeah. You're right. You're right. Okay, let's go for like. What color combination do I hate? I'm going for
Oh,
red
thank
and
you.
green.
Just Christmas color
I-
horn.
I'm just kidding. I won't paint your horn because I feel like we should be
Okay.
able to decide that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just paint it later. It'll just be that color when he wakes up.
I
think
will
the
draw a
chrome
tiny
color with
butt.
gold lining is pretty cool.
Yeah. I want to draw like a little booty on the back of his horn where he can't see it in the mirror. Or not a booty, just like a little angry face, like a small
That's
little
yeah.
angry face on the back of his horn.
Well, like you signed someone's cast, but you drew a dick on it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna draw a dick, even though I want to. Just an angry face.
Little.
You guys don't know Lyre very well. There's like a 50-50 chance he would impulse get a dick tattoo, like somewhere rather visible.
On his nose, actual nose dick
Just
tattoo.
the throat, just the neck.
No, not the
Oh,
face,
no.
but maybe a neck tattoo. Yeah.
So, as the surgery progresses, it's actually a very small incision, just right behind Lyre's ear that he makes. That he starts like kind of cutting, saws, pulls these little pliers out. You can hear like the bone crack a little bit as he pries them open, or as they pry them open, and they pull out this little. It's like a small gold disc. And they take a tiny little pen and a tiny little magnifying glass and inscribe some kind of rune. They draw Aurora out of one source, infuse it into this tiny little thing, draw another pool of Aurora, infuse it again, and it seems like the Aurora cloud that was about to linger just gets sucked inside of it and then stays. They take it, insert it into Lyre's head, sew it all up, and done.
Loki, I felt like I just committed malpractice, but like it's fine.
It
I
does seem
guess
a
if you
little
wanna-
sketchy.
Discord message me all the actual details for what all this stuff does.
Yeah, I will. It's going to effectively work the same. The only difference is when I describe its emotions going haywire, you will be able to tell 100% the difference between your own emotions and this thing's emotions. Otherwise,
Okay. But it'll still have its own kind of sentience a little bit.
Yep, it'll have its own kind of sentience and everything. It just won't be able to communicate with you in the raw. Essentially, it's not going to be able to send chemicals into your brain.
Yeah.
It is still doing that. Your brain's just warded against them.
It has a thought condom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
However, you do gain a +1 against mind-altering effects.
Oh, okay. I don't know where to put that.
When making checks to resist mind-altering effects, you get a +1. And you have this thing on your arm that you didn't kill.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a lot of help when you want to pick up the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Poopy. Depends if they're into tentacle porn or not.
Jesus.
All right,
Oh,
I knew you were
God.
gonna fucking say it. I knew it would come up at some point.
While you guys are getting situated, Nonagon. Nonagon, where are you going now?
I don't necessarily think that I have a destination in mind. I think right now I'm kind of just wandering and exploring. Because up until now, Nonagon hadn't really like explored any of the ship. He kind of just went straight to his quarters, and then he that didn't work out. But so I think he's kind of just exploring, seeing what there is around,
Yeah,
seeing what to do.
just seeing about, seeing the sights. As you explore around, you find all sorts of things. You can go in the direction that Alciel just left in. Not on purpose following him or anything, but like go that way just to see what's over there, and you'll come across all sorts of stuff. Or you can go back up the way you came, which is more. It feels more kind of like a series of buildings and cities. Or you can go back down under and explore your room that you do have a key to, or the little city that's underneath where it's got all of the shops and stuff. Got a couple options.
I think I'll actually keep going in the way LCL was going, but like kinda trying to keep a wide berth, but like, make it obvious.
Yeah.
I'm not following you, I'm just exploring. Yeah, just kinda see what there is.
Yeah. Down here, there's a lot. You wander around and you can find all sorts of stuff to do. It's kind of like a forested walkway with like a series of different branching paths that take you in random directions. You could either follow Alciel directly or explore about yourself. There are 3 paths. Alciel seems to walk down the middle one. You can hear the sound of rushing water coming from the left, and you can hear the sounds of birds chirping coming from the right. And the path in the middle, a bit bigger, is the way that Alciel just went.
I think I'm gonna go left.
Towards the rushing water?
I thought it was the birds.
I had that backwards, but that's fine. Towards birds.
I might have it backwards,
That's
so
okay. You're going towards birds. So yeah. You go wander a ways in that direction until you find yourself not in, but it's what do they call those things? It's basically like a big net with a bunch of birds and different flying creatures flipping about in there. It's pretty and serene, and you make out a couple of different familiar things you've probably seen back on Illyria, and a lot of things that aren't familiar, things that you've probably never seen before. There are other people here, children pointing up, going, "Look at the thing, mommy," and the mommy going, "Yeah, whatever, kid, shut the fuck up. Trying to have a nice little lovely stroll here." Kids just everywhere.
Mommy's drinking her coffee, and her coffee's actually tequila and cranberry
Yeah.
juice.
Yes.
Or vodka cranberry juice.
Mommy shouldn't have had kids then.
Yeah.
This is the result.
Yeah, there are actually quite a lot of children running around in this little area. Almost all of them are accompanied. Some of them aren't. You get like a group of like 3 kids who are just running together. Yeah. What else do you do? Do you stay here? Do you hang out for a little while? Or do you keep moving?
I think I keep moving.
So, question. Is the way that Nonagon is moving, is it in the same direction that we went, like the helm of the ship?
It is. It's like kind of the long way in that direction, but yes.
Okay,
Yeah, because
sorry.
I will say, I would like to meet up with you guys.
I figured.
Like, I'm, yeah, because, kind of gets a little old being the only one separate. But yeah, so kind of keep on moving.
The K-drama, bump into each other, have that scene where you stare at each other's eyes for 10 seconds. from all
Uh-huh.
different camera angles.
Uh-huh.
You know, we can do that.
We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that works out.
Cass, you continue, just walking through this forested area, and for some reason, you find yourself back to that branching paths, the same exact one, 3 different branching paths: water, birds, middle.
Okay. I'll go middle.
You walk down the middle path for quite some time, wandering left, right, come across different people. You actually walk past these individuals. It's a very tall thing clad in a bunch of armor, and like a group of people having a conversation with this short beastkin, the gruff voice. They seem to be doing some kind of shady thing. They're tucked away, almost like they're trying to hide. Do you engage or just keep walking?
My fucking business. I'm walking up.
You keep on walking. You walk past. They're just having the conversation. They eye you as you walk past, but they don't seem to pay much mind as you continue walking away. You keep walking, and eventually you find yourself back in that path with 3 branching paths. That space with 3 branching paths: water, middle, birds.
There's a twitch that you see in Nonagon's hand. But otherwise, just decides to go the rushing water path.
You walk that way. As you start stepping in that direction, you get this. You sense a presence. Something that's been watching you. You just now noticed, but you're realizing that it's been watching you for a while.
I'm gonna halt. And I'm just gonna say, if whoever's out there doesn't get the fuck out here right now, I'm gonna. You don't even want to know what I'll do.
No, please. Tell me. I'm curious.
Why do you sound like Ahsoka? I hate it.
Hello? Well, let's see what I can do.
Oh god, I wish you could see the face.
Can
You son of a bitch, I was gonna fuck Ahsoka first.
Can I see, can I see if I can tell where the, voice came from?
It came from all directions except for behind you.
Except for behind me. Okay.
It's a fucking Cheshire cat.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be very good at this, but I'm going to use my aphorism of sesquipedalian speak. And I'm just gonna start. Okay. I'm gonna try and say something. Teddy is not super good at mechanical.
Talking.
Okay. So Nonagon is gonna say, well, first I'm gonna find where exactly you are, which I can easily triangulate by the echo of your voice. And then when I find you, I'm gonna fucking tear off your hair follicles one by one. Essentially saying I'm gonna fuck you up, but saying so in very technical terms. Saying like
the nerdiest way of saying I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, like he was saying like I'm gonna find you not like, but he was saying I'm gonna triangulate where you are. Gonna attempt to. So essentially, what sesquipedalian speak is they make an opposed roll versus my academics and etiquette and their academics and awareness. And if they fail versus mine, they can't actually understand me. And what I'm hoping will happen is he'll take that as a threat.
Okay.
Maybe.
Make the check.
Wow.
I believe in you.
Okay. I have this because it kind of made sense of my backstory. I don't necessarily have
the skill set for
any
it.
of this. Fuck. they're the ones who get the awareness. Damn it, that makes me so sad. Oh, okay. Well, it is just a 9, so.
They rolled a 9 on the die with pluses. So,
Ah.
oh, you're threatening me. That's different. All I want to do is have a conversation. Join me by the waterfall. Be more interesting than the last one, please.
You couldn't have found any easier way to do that?
Well, this way was more interesting, don't you think?
Just fucking goddamn stupid, shitty goddamn fucking. Fine. I like he goes to the waterfall because why the fuck not?
As you approach
Otherwise,
the waterfall, you see a man, beautiful man, absolutely gorgeous, wearing sheer white robes that just flow into the water and almost disappear into the water themselves. A waterfall behind him, many rocks, and a empty plate, what used to have some kind of food on it. He's got long silvery hair and brilliant eyes of a color you don't think you've ever seen before. Liar, that part didn't stand out to you, by the way. The eyes looked normal to you.
the fuck do you want?
I want to be entertained. And without my sister, the ship ride is so boring. I just want something to do. A watch, really. I want to ask you a question. Would you come sit with me, please?
Have you considered finding a book to read?
I've read many. Mortal books tend to drab.
What do I get out of this?
A flute.
I have a few things I could give you. What is it that you want? Information? Freedom? I smell a desire for freedom. Is that what you look for?
I really don't think you'd be able to give me that.
Oh, I could give many things. I could grant death. Or maybe... He glares at you. A conversation.
You're not really selling yourself very well here.
I could give you information. A place that you could go. You could find exactly what you're looking for. And I just ask you to do two things for me. You may say no. And walk away. I won't play any more tricks. I promise.
Okay. Nonagon is going to approach him somewhat, but is not going to sit down. Is going to just stand a few feet away from him and cross their arms and say, "Hit me."
Oh, I have another alternative option. I could tell you what was behind that man's wrappings. What he was hiding.
I could probably find another way to find out.
You probably could. I'd be curious to see how you did it.
Hey, what the fuck do you want?
I want you to make a deal. First deal, that you entertain me. You just have to not be boring. Is it that hard? And two, he produces a flute. It's not exactly a flute, but it looks kind of like a flute from out of his pocket. Give this to someone for me. Someone specific. It's meant for them. It wants to be with them. But he rejected it. Just give it to him. and then I'll tell you what your fate should be and how to avoid it. Hmm?
Well, first of all, I got some questions. How am I supposed to ensure that I avoid being boring to you? Because I have no idea who you are. I've got no idea what you find entertaining. There's no guarantee that I would continue to be entertaining to you.
I have an ability, me and my sister. We can, with a single sentence, steer someone from their fated path. That alone would entertain me. And then you just continue to stay off of it, and I will continue to be entertained.
So you're saying...
Sorry, he looks around like he's expecting you to say yes. Like he's already ready for you to say yes.
So you're saying that you would offer... You're saying you've got some sort of control over the course of my life.
Oh no, not at all. Something else does. Something more powerful than me. I just simply... with a sentence. A sentence that I can't say until you agree to hear it. I make you go the other way. That's all. It's easy. You just have to listen to me say a sentence, and I'll give you this and that.
Let me tell you what. And I'm gonna kick dirt over his fancy white robe. And I'm gonna say, I don't need you to change the course of my life. I'm perfectly fine controlling that myself. Fuck off, kindly. And I imagine the person you wanted to give that flute to had a good reason to deny you that desire. Probably the same feeling I'm feeling right now of just you sound like some sanctimonious bastard who thinks that they know everything. And that kind of pisses me off. So, no thanks. And I'm going to turn around and just walk away.
Goodbye, Nanagan.
I throw the middle finger over my shoulder as I go.
He sighs, but his sigh ends with a bit of a chuckle. And you walk out of the woods. You find yourself staring up at a staircase, looking at the atrium above.
Nonagon visibly has, like, clenched fists, is shaking a little. But, yeah, I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Alright. The others. Y'all.
Y'all. I mean, good job, Nonagon, for not talking to some creep in the woods. I mean, that's what every parent tells their kid.
Yep. That dude seriously needs to improve his vibes if he wants anyone to take a shit.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
Take
like, he just really needs to go full into the, like, I don't know, maybe he should start the looking, like, sexier, looking more,
Even
like,
sexier.
more like, more like,
Even
hey,
sexier.
I can give you, like, I don't know, I think maybe he's sexy, but his charisma is, like, the pits. If he just livened it up a little, if he was like, hey, man, I'll give you a nice, like, I'll give you a nice night, or, like, something like that, maybe more people would be willing to take him up on his offer. But
Honestly.
instead, he's just creepy.
So
Yeah.
this character has been a reoccurring character in I think every one of my games. You almost met him in the other one, but this reaction is almost across the board unanimous for how people respond to him. It is
They're
pretty
like, nah.
awesome. I kind of love it. Anyway. Yeah, so Percy and Cass, looking down at this unconscious man, you see his eyes twitch and flutter open.
I'll run to, get him some water.
Morning
Gotta stay
sunshine.
hydrated.
How you feeling?
Did it work?
I think only you would really know that if it worked or not.
Pretty sure. It seemed like it was fine.
Yeah.
Well, how many hours have passed?
About 4.
Okay, so would Ringo still be unconscious then?
Correct, yeah.
I guess we'll find out in a few hours. Can I have a mirror? I need to make sure I'm still beautiful. Anyone?
Well, you can look at the reflection in my arm.
Sure. Oh, I like the horn.
Don't touch it. I'm just gonna hold it out.
My pinky feels weird. Is that normal? The
Uh,
You
circulation
did
thing?
decide to. Well, so I mean, it matches your horn now. They're kind of a matching set.
yeah. Was not expecting that, but
Yep.
you really didn't bleed that much, so I don't think it is that much of an issue.
You cut off my pinky?
They're like
Why?
over there working on stuff, and they look up at you. Oh, it's not yours anymore. Your whole hand. It's not yours. It's the thing. It's been there long enough. It's that. I mean, it's yours. You know, nerves, everything's still connected. But while that thing is still alive, it is your arm. If it leaves your body without you killing it first, you lose your arm.
Dang
I
it.
needed to, add a piece to it. It's a parasite. So,
So what does the pinky do? Does it shoot laser beams?
well, it does this. No, it does the same thing that your horn does. Just the other way.
Oh, it looking cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Here, drink this water. You've been out for a while.
Okay. What's the worst tasting alcohol? Ugh.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anyway,
Okay, well, you guys, I guess, did your end of the deal. I suppose I should do mine, right? Tell you the secrets, things that I know.
oh, I don't care. I was just ordered to do this by, color.
You should.
Well, I am curious.
Guess you work for the ship's main, I guess, crew, right?
Yeah,
Government,
but if you
as it
could,
was.
I mean,
Medical
he's just
staff, right?
Yeah, he's just like in the other room. Like you could just tell him.
Well, some of this pertains to you specific.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
First off, when we land, something's gonna happen. I don't know exactly what, but some group orchestrated some event. We stopped. Felt like you should know since you like to report these kind of things. Second off,
Wait,
There's a-
when we land in like 2 years?
it's gonna be sooner than that.
Oh. Well, that's unpleasant.
Isn't the first scheduled stop in like a week?
Or
Something
so,
like
I
that, right?
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
There are multiple
Second
stops, yeah.
Gotcha.
Second off, there's a group on this ship who are legally attaining creatures. Don't ask how I met them.
I
But,
look at your arm.
I'm assuming that you were trying to illegally obtain a creature. Just based on.
No,
Kind of your-
I was simply scouting.
Right,
Or
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
illegal
Of course.
Okay, fine.
obviously.
Anyway, they're operating on the ship. As far as I know, they have about 3. They might be trying to gather more during for stocking as well. The last part is what pertains to you. So you, and also you. Point to the 3
Okay.
people with me. I don't know if you guys have noticed this type of thing, but yeah, my life, the weird shit just happens all the time.
Totally not provoked in any way, of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think there may be godlike being who might be inhibiting or orchestrating something involving us. I don't really know what it is, and I don't really care. That's why I'm telling you guys, you people who do want to care about this kind of thing, I'm leaving all that thinking to
Wait,
you.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that for me? You believe that there's a godlike being that is orchestrating something with us?
Well, honestly, what I think they're doing is trying to alter what another thing. It's all very confusing, and I barely.
As you're talking, I'm just gonna, feel your pulse on your neck, and then like put my hand on your forehead, and then turn over to Percy. Like, has he drinking before? We saw him at the clinic. Was he drunk?
He's actually pretty concerned and kind of leans forward and she goes, "How do you know this?"
Liar's face actually shifts from his usual shit-eating kind of grin and grabs hand and pushes it away. Listen, like I said, I've done with this shit before, and I don't plan to deal with it again. Some godlike, astral, whatever you want to call it, being seems to be trying to interfere with all of us. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's really binding us together, but something's going on, and I just don't want to have to be the person dealing with all that bullshit. Okay, so you guys can fucking deal with it.
So you're telling me that there's crime on a ship in which you have tons of people from all over the everywhere. Which
Oh, were you not expecting there to be crime?
Yeah, like there's crime, obviously. So I mean, yeah, okay, smugglers, that's on a ship to be expected.
Yeah.
We have systems in place for that.
Well, it's not working.
Well, it's one day. It's been approximately.
I know. First day, and you're already messing up the job. I don't know what to tell you. You'd think that would be at least a week down the.
Okay. I'm gonna leave you here. I will be back.
I can leave this room, right?
Yeah, you're fine. I mean, you might occasionally pass out, but like that'll only last for a week or so.
I would
Oh,
say
it's fine. I do that anyway.
Yeah, it's a good thing I'm here.
By the way, lastly, I don't know where my room is. I didn't really bother to learn. I don't know where I'm supposed to sleep.
Give me a passport.
Not here.
Which
The guy-
one?
It's just
What?
Jesus. How have you gotten this far? It's in life.
Slept in
Okay,
the woods
give me
once.
both. Give me both of them.
I don't want to give you both of them.
I'm
You're
going to
gonna
tell you
take
where
them.
your room is.
you're gonna take them.
I
They're
give
not
her
gonna
my
take them.
original
They're gonna
passport.
Okay.
Him.
Okay.
Him.
Yeah. Fuck you. I take the passport. What's it say?
It is a the original one you said. It is a passenger's passport of some sort of scholarly unit, some kind of nerds, a bunch of.
I look at the passport. I look back at Liam. I look at the passport again. What's your other passport say? And I'll hand that one back to you.
What other passport?
You said you had two.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm hallucinating, right?
Oh my god. According to people's, no, you're not.
Something's
But your
wrong with me.
passport, yeah, that's true. But this
Can you just tell
passport
me
is
where I'm
down.
supposed to sleep?
Well, if you let me get there, shush. Okay. And I explain the hallways and the rooms and the colors and how they lead to different areas of the ship. Okay, do you understand where your room is now?
Do I tell him?
I'd say you've got a general idea of where to go now.
Do you need to be walked to your room?
I'm still feeling a bit woozy, so if you don't want to.
I feel an obligation that I have to walk you to your room. I will walk you to your room. Just stay here a second.
Fine.
And I want to head over to the next room where Kane was.
Yeah. You walk in there. Kane is just sitting at some kind of an area with a huge display, just laid out in front of him, and he's just staring at it.
I'll walk up next to him and I'll stare at it. What is it?
It's like a star map of different places to go, different places that have been charted, places that are unknown and vague, and it looks like the ship's charted path is visible here. You can see the Lulcia sun here and the Alciel sun here, and all of the planets in between the two, and the chart of the direction that you have to go. The planets are moving. You can see everything working like clockwork, all of the planets just passing around each other in like perfect harmony. And the ship has to sail on these Aurora streams, stop when the Aurora streams stop, and then wait for them to go again so they can go. So the ship has to hopscotch around different planets, use gravitational pulls to like slingshot them around other planets. It is a very complex.
He's looking at a lot of math shit.
He's looking
Okay.
at math shit.
It's always math. Fucking hate math. I'll just walk up next to him and I'll be like, what time is it? Roughly
It's
from
probably
the clock.
like late.
Okay. Good evening. So you know that friend that I had that is not right in the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Recall the hour or so ago meeting.
Yeah. So this might lead to nothing, or it might be important. He said that there is, and I relate to him what I fucking suck at translating information, so I'm just gonna relate to him what he told me. Minus the whole god ambient thing, fucking
So you
fate shit.
Okay, so you leave out the fate part. Okay.
Yeah.
The god thing. Or no, just the crime thing.
Yeah, just the crime stuff.
Unfortunate, Cass, but I don't think that's your jurisdiction. If you do feel so inclined, you could go inform Jess. She's head of security. She'll handle it. I'm a little preoccupied.
Yeah, no, I don't want to handle it. That's not my problem.
Is
Just thought I'd
there
let you know.
anything else of importance, Cass? You seem stressed.
Does he have any snacks on him? Like any more light bulbs?
Cass,
Am I first again?
I swear to the
Of the
Earth
ship, like
itself.
of the entire ship.
I swear to Illyria herself, if you eat anything in this room, the ship will crash into space. I don't think that's possible, but it might be if you do what you're thinking about doing. Understand?
Does he have like a pouch on him or something? Does he carry money? You know?
Cass, he gives you a iris pearl. Just hands it to you.
Slurp.
Now, your two friends, the ones in the room, they have been given access to see some important things in this room. I take it you trust them, but just make sure you can trust them. Understand? The things that I'm looking at right now, the things you're looking at, someone with a more powerful mind than me can discern a lot of things that we don't want them to from this star chart here. You need to
Cass just starts shifting on his feet.
You need to be careful with the people you show and the places you take them.
Oh, yeah, of course. They're great friends. Great friends.
Also, Cass, do you by any chance have like a some kind of like a spell that can hide your face, make you look like someone else? Is that a thing you know how to do?
Is it?
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
Well, if you find someone who knows how to do that, I would very much appreciate. I just want to go to one of the taverns and have a fucking drink. But they're all like, Captain this and so if you find someone who perchance could artifice a mask for me that I could wear that looks like someone else's face, I can't do it. Must say anyway. I should get back to doing what I'm. You should go, Cass.
Okay. Cass just gives him a strange look and is like, okay, goodbye.
Do you leave fully, or do you go back to get the other two?
I'll go back to get the other two. Um, um, Laya, you shouldn't walk. How about I carry you out this time as well? Just in case you pass out.
Why are you offering to carry me? I mean, I want you to, but why are you offering?
I just don't want you to pass out and then you're a burden and I have to drag you and it'll be annoying.
I know your reverse psychology and it's working. I'll walk myself.
No, 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 no. Seriously,
I
you
start
shouldn't.
striding up the stairs.
No, no, God, you shouldn't walk.
It is
Um,
difficult. Your like equilibrium's all fucked up, and you just have to like hold on to the wall for stability and support. But you,
I want to like, I will hold your hand. I will hold your hand. I'm gonna hold your hand right now.
Okay.
And as we're walking out and into the other room, I'm going to purposely angle you away from the big map thing because I just got in trouble.
I do want to try to flirt with the captain on my way.
your exit on your egress.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you
I
gonna
will
say
not.
to him? You could just make a
Hi,
check.
there's. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, hi there, saying he's dragging.
Okay. Make me a social plus charm check.
Good lord.
Seven.
7. He
Yeah.
looks back at you and says, "Feel better, kid."
I'm gonna glance up at the star chart.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch.
Make me a awareness plus focus check.
Can I as I notice that he's trying to look at it, can I try to very much not have him look at it?
It depends on how high his check is. If his check is really high, you won't even notice
Yeah.
that he tried.
Yeah.
Can't be that hard.
I figured.
Oh, I rolled terribly. Awareness plus. Well, I can't do it to awareness, so I just have to up my focus. So that is 8 total.
You actually don't even get the chance to glance as you're being wheeled away.
Okay.
You do see that there is a star chart there, and you try to look at it, but by the time you notice that it's there and your eyes start to go up, your head gets turned to the side. Percy, are you following them out?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I just want you to know, this isn't a diss on Percy's intelligence. I just feel like Liar's more of a fucking, ambitious motherfucker. So I'm
Not gonna try anything. Yeah, I'm not an idiot.
Percy, you do have the same opportunity, though. You could also make this check and try to look at the star chart.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm kind of the less I know, the better, unless it has to do with my actual mission on this ship.
Fair enough. As you leave, all of you, making your way out down this hallway again, up the stairs, around the corner, you make your, way towards that atrium. It's relatively empty now, but you do see an individual staring up at it. Percy, you recognize them for some reason, but you're not sure why. And Liar, you get this feeling of familiarance, like a familiar smell. Cass, or not Cass, Nunagon, you see 3 individuals as you make your. Sorry, I'll back up a little bit. You make your way up the stairs that you were just walking up. Takes you a while to get to the top of them, but eventually you find yourself in front of this atrium, this big, wide open atrium. There's nobody there. No one singing from the stage. No one performing anything, and the bleachers are empty. And you're just standing there now until eventually you hear the sound of commotion, and you see 3 individuals. One of them being kind of tugged in a direction. You see them just making their way over. 2 of them you recognize immediately as the people who got into fights down at the bottom of the arena, and the one who was up at the top, who you recognized for a moment and then lost in the crowd. you then see the same Emberkin who was with the team. So you can tell that these three people possibly know each other, and they've been there. The Emberkin, however, smells familiar, like that person you just had a conversation with.
I'm gonna call out to the younger kid, and I'm gonna say, Did someone... Fuck, I forgot. I lost the accent. How did I lose the accent? Did someone, offer you a flute anytime recently?
Is that an innuendo?
I don't really know why it would be.
Yeah, pretty boy. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. He was kind of desperate to get it to you, huh?
You didn't take him on any deal, did you?
No. So I guess he offered you a deal as well?
Of sorts. But, good on you. You know, fuck this guy. Fuck this system.
Yeah, he
I'm a
was
bit
real
loopy right now, by the way.
fucking weird. Okay.
Yeah, do
He's not
Alright.
moving around so much.
What did you say, Teresa?
do you know this person, Liar? It's, I'm sorry, kind of his bodyguard.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm flirting with them.
Oh!
You're sorry.
Shame.
I apologize for him. He's, something.
He's just had surgery, so we're trying to
Sorry.
get him.
Hold
Okay.
on. Can I just say, if you call that flirting, I just don't think that deserves to be called flirting. That's real.
Well, yeah, I didn't even take my clothes
Oh.
off yet.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh my
You know, I
God.
think
Yeah,
that
we're
would
gonna
hurt
get him
your
back to
chances.
his room.
Yeah.
He's recovering from a medical procedure, so we'll be going.
What the hell happened to him?
Axiom walks up to you, Teddy, and says, "If he asks you to dance, just say yes. He'll give you money."
Why on earth? Why in the hell would he ask me to dance?
I got a dragon costume for you.
I'm kind of offended I haven't been asked to dance. I can do the robot very well.
I already got a robot.
You know, the sprinkler, I'm really good at that one.
Do you want to dance?
Oh, no, absolutely not. But I'd like to be asked.
What are you for? 5, I guess, including Axiom. Where are you going next? There are some places to sit down that are right up there, or you can take him all the way down.
If he needs to sit, he just can get carried. I'm not waiting for his ass to sit and recover and continue.
Yeah, I think we're just taking him down to his room at this point.
I demand to be princess carried.
can carry him.
You are princess carried.
Okay.
Teddy, what
Any of us could probably carry him.
Teddy, what are you doing?
You just coming
That's-
along for the ride?
I don't know why they
In the
would.
spirit of keeping the party together, I will.
I know.
I don't necessarily know why Nonagon would, but like I just finally met up with you guys, and I'm not gonna.
I could give you a reason.
If they're following, I assume my flirting is working. So I'm gonna keep doing it as they're following.
It gets less coherent as you keep trying. But Nonagon, you might assume, and you don't have to, this is just me pitching something. You might assume that Liar, once not loopy, might have more information about this individual, this strange person.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll keep following. Then I'm also keeping an eye on Percy because I recognize Percy as the person who said something to me in a hallway once. I didn't catch it, but it was still concerning.
Forgot about that. Yeah, you felt a strange tether connected to Percy.
Mhm.
Percy, you felt the same tether connect. I forgot you two met a while ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
pretty
so-
brief.
It was.
I think specifically Percy said, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Notagon didn't hear exactly what it was.
Yeah.
He just heard them, like he just heard her say something, and it was, at the time he was. I think we were still not lifted off, so he was a lot more on alert. But but like as I'm kind of following you guys, I'm gonna ask Cass, who seems to have the most, who seems to be the one who's kind of like keeping
Leading the group.
Liar in line. Yeah, like, oh, what's wrong with him? He looks kind of.
So that's a really loaded question. It has a lot of answers.
The immediate problem with him that is
Okay.
very obvious upon just looking at him.
Well, his face. After that,
Okay, so
he
you
has
see
spores in
how
his brain.
that's not necessarily the answer to my question. You see how I could say that your face is wrong about you, and that wouldn't necessarily be answering anyone's questions. It would just be he clearly is not doing well, and I want to know why.
Obviously. Are you entitled to know why?
Considering the fact that some strange man just cornered me and offered me a flute that was apparently supposed to go to this guy, I would like to know what his deal is.
Well, if you have
I'm gonna
any
wave
issues,
my hand in front of my face and cast. Oh, what is this? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Glamour Self.
What do you look like?
And I'm gonna appear as Lynn.
Oh God. So, Notagon, you don't know this, but now he looks like the guy you just talked to. That very, very pretty man. He had striking features. Those eyes, that color you've never seen before. It is not reflected here. However, everything else is the gaunt features, the similar cocky expression. The
Already
only
had
thing
that one.
that's missing is that aura, that intense energy, something that said that their body wasn't them. Everything around them was. But the visage is the same.
Did I talk like this?
Yes, and I don't really want to give you the wrong impression, but I think I liked the way you looked better a second ago. If you could go back to that, this is a little uncomfortable.
Don't worry. I'm only appearing as this form to warn you all of me. I believe my name is Lynn. Maybe Ashlyn. I don't really know.
violin.
Violet, possibly. And I undo it. So
Wait,
yeah.
hold on. Can you do that on other people? Like change their faces
Yeah,
and stuff
but
like that.
I just use up 2 pearls to you guys. So if you want to commission me, I'll take money.
I know somebody who might, but that's for a later date.
All right. You all make your way down to the deck, then down to the lower deck, then down to the lowest portion, the underdeck, where all of the rooms are, where everyone normally sleeps. Percy, the uncomfortable realization that this guy, it actually might not be uncomfortable any longer. It might be beneficial at this point. His room is very close to yours. It is maybe like just down the hall, a few 6 or 7 doors away, in the same area, the scholars area. Walking down this hall, you get to his room there, but your room you passed yours to get here. You don't have to.
Yeah, that might actually come in handy.
Yeah, you don't have to divulge that information, but that is a thing.
you don't have a long walk to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty easy commute.
Before you is a door, indescript, relatively normal looking. You do see someone further down the hallway just walking this general direction, though. Also, Percy, this is the same hallway that happened to you. You know, farther down this hallway, that thing was down there staring at you.
Yeah, I get the heebie-jeebies.
But yeah, it's just a normal door, nondescript, relatively normal.
Lyra, can you get the key out of your pocket?
Passport.
I dumped both of my card keys and all the jewelry that I gathered from the sack from the last bard who died.
Oh my god, why did you get this jewelry?
It's full of
Why do you have this?
I was hired because the last
It's
guy
like-
died to the thing.
It's like getting home from the store and finding that your toddler has stolen a toy.
Oh my god. Okay.
Why do you have... Oh my god. Well, let's get inside, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up the passport and just.
Cass, you do know that if you cast Aurora healing on him, I'm not saying you have to, it will cure his like.
I know. I know.
Okay, I was just letting you know.
I'm not spending that on this guy. Not yet.
That's fair.
You open the door,
Fair enough.
and inside, 3 scholars start and look at you. Huh? Oh, Liar. Hi.
Do I recognize any of them?
You recognize one of them.
Oh no.
Is it the dick?
I think it's
Durges. Professor
Durges.
Durges. He is standing in the back of the hall with a book. He was apparently reading something to the other scholars. They were all sitting at a table. And he looks up at you. You finally found... He slams the book shut and then clicks at it with his claws. Your room, Liar. Who are these ruffians?
Durgy!
I'm
Well-
actually going out. I'll return when this one drunkenly stumbles
You
away.
asked me. Okay.
He
Okay.
passed.
I'll bend down and whisper real quick. I don't like you, but I don't think they like you either. If you don't want to stay here, you can sleep in my room and I'll sleep somewhere else.
Huh? Now these guys.
Do I overhear Cass in this?
Yes.
I've got a free room that I'm not gonna use.
Wait, I'm supposed to share a room with these guys?
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and just hand him my card key.
I thought I got my own room. Ooh.
Well, this is your room now.
But now he's got 3.
All right.
By the way,
hi.
If you use that card key, do not talk to any of your neighbors. Just a warning.
Do I have roommates?
No.
Nice. Here, I give her the scholar card key. Fucking tradesies.
You give who?
I give Teddy. Teddy, what is your character's name?
Nonagon.
Nonagon. I give Nonagon the scholar's
I
card key.
forgot, what pronouns does Nonagon use?
He,
He,
they.
they.
Yeah, he, they.
He, they, okay.
Yeah. Percy, you were about to say something?
Yeah, I was introducing myself to the scholars, and I say, yeah, hi. He hired me as a bodyguard. What is the situation here?
So the one is the tall one who was short and rude to Liar is a Azrian, which are like bird people, feathered, flat faces with like a tiny little beak mouth and 2 sets of eyes, 2 sets of wings, and long, sharp pointy fingers and long, sharp pointy toes.
Sounds like my old choir teacher.
He just shoulders past you and walks away down the hallway. The other 2 scholars look at you and say, "Oh, well, I don't know if we'll be needing any muscle, but it's always appreciated. When we go on our excavations, Liar, can this one come? They could be dangerous, but not always. But...
Well, her fee increases several people that she has to protect. So I'm gonna try to use a barter or persuasion with this.
Go for it. Yeah. It'll be and you have advantages, not advantages, but you have pluses because of
Rapport.
your standing with
group.
them. So it will be your I think it's just I think it's etiquette, social plus etiquette check for this particular instance. It might be charm plus etiquette.
Have I used etiquette? I have not, so it can't be that hard.
I'll allow persuasion as well. Etiquette plus persuasion.
I actually don't have persuasion, so it's etiquette.
Okay.
I rolled 7 on the die, plus the can't be that hard, which is another 7, plus the social is a 4, plus the 3 with the... So whatever that number.
That's enough. They look at you and they wave their hand. Oh, no. Fee is of no concern to us.
All right. Perfect.
And a medic. And what do you do? They ask you, Nanagon.
I am between jobs at the moment.
Oh. Would you like to be a fetcher? We need a fetcher. Our fetcher. Well, we need a fetcher.
Oh, what does a fetcher do?
Well, it's like a scout, but for scholars. Little different. You die less. Less.
That doesn't clear it up much.
Well,
What
Well, I'll
about
be there, so
scouting?
hopefully you don't die. You know, theoretically.
that's what medics are for.
You're
yes.
not trying to take my workers out from under me, are you fellas?
You work for us.
Obviously,
liar.
you're
I will-
ignoring the finder's fee.
I wasn't aware I was one of your workers.
Listen.
Well, it depends. How much do y'all pay?
Well, we pay Liar 30 gems a week.
Interesting.
And all Liar does is write stuff down for us.
I do more than that. I
You look pretty,
Well-
too.
carry a good note as well sometimes.
If you'd be interested, we could discuss terms maybe another time, whenever you're ready. We don't land for some time. It's a opportunity for adventure. We're adventurers. We just don't do the fighting. We do the studying. If you'd be interested, is all.
Means I like to talk about what the adventurers did.
Alright, well, I'll think about it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, well, okay. Either way, have a lovely one. Anyway, so back to the prime meridian of this and the structure of this.
Did you want to sleep here?
No, carry me to my new room.
You want to go to Nonagon's room, right?
Sure, wherever this card key came from.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
is that the
that's
best
fine.
idea? No offense, but you've just met this person.
I mean, if I wanted to bring
Can I
him to you
vibe
guys
check
by this
Nonagon?
point, like,
Just gonna vibe check Nonagon. I mean, it would technically be a awareness plus insight check to vibe check.
I'm
think I
I'm
have
gonna
neither
try
of
and
them.
combat this.
Okay, so yours.
I
would-
want to be like Nonagon does not like people trying to check out
Wait,
his deal.
You said awareness plus insight? Okay.
And yours will be a social plus manipulation, Nonagon.
Okay, well, first of all, Teddy, respectfully, fuck you, I got a 10, so let's roll the d8. Ah, fuck, I got a 5. Okay, so that's a 15. I don't have any pluses.
I see. So the thing that's really funny about that, Trinity, is I also rolled a 10, and I got a 7 on the second one.
Damn!
So,
Damn!
so that's an 18 in total.
And what was Cass's in total?
It was 15.
Oh, so close. Yeah.
I am unknowable, bitch.
I am not knowable, bitch.
Oh my god.
Cass, you look at Nonagon and his just stoic visage, you can't read much. You get the sense that he's following you for his own reasons, and that's really all you can discern. He doesn't seem malicious.
See, I don't particularly like Liar, but I feel like I have an obligation because he just had surgeries that he doesn't go somewhere that is dangerous. As a medic, I feel like I would be failing at my job.
I'll speak up and I say, look, it's fine as long as I can stay there with him.
And
Oh,
I
she's
also,
good. She's
I
a good
really want to know
bodyguard.
in what world, I want to know in what world you think that I would be following you guys for this long, looking for an opportunity to, like, shank one of you, and that opportunity would involve me bringing you back to my room, where
Can I just
would,
list off
what?
multiple worlds that we'd be stopping at?
Axiom just says there were actually about 17 times I could have stabbed you guys. Not that I would have. I'm just saying you guys let your guard down a lot.
Yeah,
Brain
no, that's
surgery.
great. Love to hear it. Look, I get that any one of us could stab each other at really any given time. It wouldn't be the
It's a
worst plan, in theory, to bring someone back to your own residence for it. Easier to clean up without being noticed. But also, it doesn't matter. I'll be there to try and protect them either way. And if you don't kill us overnight, I guess you're a little bit more trustworthy.
Oh, I'm not staying in the room with you guys.
Why?
So you'll just let us have your stuff? Or access to it?
Room
I
to
don't have
myself.
anything in there. I'm not using that room. It's got certain. I don't like it.
Are you rich? Axiom says.
No,
I
I
mean, you
just
do have
don't
both
want to sleep in there.
Clothes.
Axiom starts
Bill.
walking away. I've got my own room. Storms off.
How come everyone gets their own room except for me?
You have
have
your
your
own
own
room. I just
now.
gave one to you.
Well, I thought we were all staying there.
I'm not. It's yours.
I am for
Okay.
tonight, just to monitor your condition. But other than that, no.
Condition?
Yeah, you just had surgery. I don't know if you remember that.
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, and
well,
that's why I'm
probably
gonna be
should
there.
staying there, yeah.
That's why I'm
You
gonna
know-
be.
I do want to say, I figured it wasn't the case, but it's nice to get confirmation that he's not always like this.
Um.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not that far off. You'd be surprised.
All of you hear a door open from behind you.
We look.
There's a fox man who's just like
Fuck.
steps out of his room, looks at all of you, slides out of his room slowly and closes the door so no one can see inside of his room. And then he looks at you, Percy, and says, "Professor," and then walks away.
Likewise.
I lean over to Cass. I wonder what he says.
What'd you say?
I wonder
Oh
what
my
he says.
god! Oh my god!
Because he's a fucking fox. He
Ew.
walks up to your door, Percy, looks it up and down, and then looks back at you, and says, "Oh, and that thing that you were looking for. I got some information on it. If you're interested, is all. It's
Yeah, actually, I would be interested.
Liar passes out. He's been
I
awake
do
too
have-
long.
Yeah. Maybe in a bit there, Professor. Sorry. I'll get back to you. I have a friend who's just in a
He's-
bit of a
he-
predicament.
He's drunk.
It's
Yeah.
not pressing. I mean, it's only as pressing as you need it to be. Say
Right.
tomorrow morning, coffee. Jax's. It's on the top tier of the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Good. It's a date then.
I lean over to the liar. She doesn't seem like a morning person
Maya's
to me.
passed
does-
out!
I'm unconscious.
Oh yeah.
Lean
Oh
down.
yeah.
What?
Oh
Maya is
yeah.
on the floor!
No, I've been carrying him. I thought.
Yeah.
You sure?
And he slumps over in your
to
arms.
Nonagon's room.
All right. You make your way towards Nonagon's room. Nonagon, how are you leading them there?
I am staying at the back of the group and I'm saying go that way every so often. And I'm also trying to stay out of sight to most people. I'm letting them know where I am though. Like I'm not trying to stay out of sight to the other people of this group, but like anyone outside of this group. I would like them to focus their attention more so on like the very tall lady or the dude slumped in another person's arms, like, you know.
Totally fair.
Mhm.
Yep.
I mean, I've been to plenty of Comic-Cons. This is far from out of the ordinary behavior, what is happening here. But anyway, I want you, since you're technically leading, I want you to roll me a d6 with no explanation or no pluses.
Is Axiom still following us, or is he gone?
Axiom did leave, but I feel like for the sake of story, it makes more sense for you all to be in the same spot. So I will say Axiom stormed back eventually and said, "I couldn't find my room." And
Fair enough. I rolled a 5, by the way.
a 5. Okay. Walking down this hallway, you eventually, you find the room. You look at the door, not your door, your neighbor's door. You look at it. It doesn't open, doesn't move. It's just there. It seems safe.
Okay.
And the door next to it is yours, at least. Now it's Liar's, as you've given Liar the key.
Well, it's that one right there, and I point to the one that the key goes to. If we could maybe quickly go in. I'd rather not stay out here any longer than is necessary.
Right.
Is Liar still passed out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming you're just holding the key, or you had it like on you somewhere that I know of.
Probably.
Okay, I'll just take the key out of whatever pocket you had it in.
I want you to roll me a d6.
Fuck.
Oh God.
Last time this happened, my old DM went on to a whole conversation about how people weren't circumcised in the world.
I just really want to stress again, I don't know what that D6 is for, but I am trying to stay as out of sight as possible.
I did roll a 6 on that, so.
A 6. You find the key. Also a bunch of jewelry. You can take it.
The jewelry
No.
that you stuffed back in my pockets after I.
Yeah,
First
I
time.
don't need the jewelry.
Okay. You just the key, slide the card, open the door. It's a nondescript room. It's relatively ordinary, aside from a briefcase on the bed. Everything else is relatively normal as far as like a, tavern stay room.
Percy, do you mind grabbing a glass of water from the bathroom? And Nonagon, is that your luggage on the bed?
Yeah, you got it.
Yes. I'm gonna
I
approach
Go
it.
get the water.
I'm gonna approach the briefcase and like very carefully open it if I can. I don't know if I can actually.
Yeah. You approach it. It's, a
The
briefcase.
bomb.
You flip it open. It opens, and it's full of rocks.
Like actually though.
Yeah.
Interesting choice of luggage, but I'm not here to judge.
I'm gonna close it and I'm gonna turn to y'all and be like, well, I did say you could have everything in this room, so I guess it's yours now.
You're giving him rocks?
Well, they're in a briefcase, so they're important rocks, I guess.
I mean, I guess so. If you did want to tie somebody down into a pool and then tie the briefcase to the ankles, it would
Is that
be
what you think I've been doing with them?
I don't know.
Are they cool rocks?
They look like regular old rocks.
If I took them on a journey into space, I would say they're pretty cool rocks, probably.
Maybe they're sentimental murder rocks.
You know what? Maybe they are. Maybe I've murdered many a person with them, and now I'm just trying to get rid of the evidence and pin it on that guy over there because he's an easy target.
Axiom,
That's fair.
who's just like in the corner, goes, I would do the same thing. That makes a lot of sense. Is going through everything. Drawers.
Do you mind moving it off the bed, though? My hands.
It's not mine anymore.
Okay.
I give Cass the glass of water, and I move the fucking briefcase, and then I put my
I
hands. in the
can't
air,
carry
like,
the glass of water either. My hands are full of idiot.
Actually,
just
Percy,
put him down.
I wanted to put him down on the bed.
Percy, when you go into the bathroom, sitting on the toilet, it's
Oh no.
it's a closed.
It's more
toilet.
rocks.
It's a closed.
It's
toilet.
more rocks.
It's just the toilet lid. Is this? It looks like a big old rock, just on top of the toilet.
Okay.
I'm not here to question people's rock obsessions.
Yeah, I'm gonna just assume that that person had a thing for rocks, but I actually move it off the toilet because I want our guest to have access to the toilet if he needs to like throw up or something.
When you go to touch it, you put your hands on it, you go to pick it up, it yips and two eyes open, revealing what look like inset emerald eyes. A little face appears on it,
Okay.
and little gargoyle wings just spread out from its back. It looks up at you and starts to gurgle in a language you don't know. It sounds like rocks grinding against each other.
Hi. Okay. And I yell out to the room. I'm like, "Hey, is this your pet?"
I guess so.
That's not a dog. That's family.
Liars now.
Ah.
Yay!
Do you know what it is?
Well, what does
I
it look like?
A rock, I think.
It's
There you
Like
go.
alive?
to gurgle
No,
faster.
no. Can you? I like very tentatively reach out my hand to see if it seems hostile.
It seems apprehensive as you reach out your hand. It lunges back.
Okay, I do like the thing that you do with dogs where you like put your like kind of knuckles out for it to sniff.
It holds out its hand and grabs your fist and starts to squeeze very hard.
Oh no! I pull my hand back.
Make a physical plus athletics check.
Okay. I did reach out to it. This is on me. Alright, that's a... Hold on. Gotta get my sheet up. Okay, that's a 5 total. Ooh.
Yep. Versus this little feller.
Everyone enters initiative.
Time to go into fisticuffs with this
Time to fight the rock toilet.
What was your total? 5?
Yep.
You can't pull away. It is holding on. You actually pull
Like-
it up, and it's heavy.
Oh, okay.
You're holding it up. It's holding onto your arm, and you're holding it, and it's heavy.
Okay.
Its little wings start flapping.
It's got wings.
They don't do. Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's got little wings. They don't do anything though.
I just walk out into the main room, holding it. I'm like, I'm not really sure what to do about this. It won't let go.
I put Liar
gonna-
down on the bed,
I
and
actually
I
have
would
an
like
idea.
to try to help you get out of the rock.
I have an
Hold.
idea.
Okay.
I'm saying this like out of character. I have an idea, but Nonagon is gonna open back up the briefcase and take out a rock and kind of like hold it up.
And a cannibal may cannibalize.
It's
You're gonna
To-
threaten
to
its
the-
children?
it's
To the thing, and I'm gonna see if it reacts like a cat with treats.
I was about to say its little gem eyes start to gleam and it lets go. It looks like it looks like it's prepared to hold itself in the air with its little wings, but it doesn't. It just hits the ground like a boulder, goes thud, and it rolls over like a chunky cat trying to get up, and it doesn't have legs, so with its little arms it starts to drag itself across the floor towards you, Nonagon.
Okay. I drop the rock in front of it.
It starts to eat the rock. Little
not
bits of
children,
emeralds
hopefully.
start crackling and flying off. These are uncut emeralds. You fed one of them to this little goblin thing.
Can I attempt to pick up the little goblin thing?
Yeah, you can reach down and try to pick it up. It'll be a physical plus athletics check.
Okay, okay. Okay, that is a 10 total.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to stay away from her chompers.
It's
Yeah.
fucking heavy. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, Percy was holding it up like it was kind of no problem, but you're struggling to lift this little shithead.
Do I lift it though?
You do lift it, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to I'm going to essentially carry it to the doorway
Okay.
and put it in the hallway and close the door.
Oh my god. You
Okay,
hear-
I'm actually.
Somebody
Hold
else's raw
on, hold
goblin
on.
now.
I am actually gonna try and stop this. I'm gonna be like, well, hold on. You can't just take somebody else's pet out of their room.
That's right. That's my pet.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of his now, isn't it?
It'll find its. it'll
Well,
find
well,
its
now
way.
Nonagon's reevaluating that because this thing's kind of cute.
Oh.
You want it now, yeah.
It's like kind of squirming in your arms, Cass, but like its squirming doesn't seem to affect its weight at all. It just kind of sways, making you have to like readjust your weight as it's swaying back and forth with its little wings. And eventually, two little legs just kick out of its body, and its little legs start kicking. It just kind of looks like a big boulder with big ass emerald eyes, little wings, little tiny arms, and little tiny legs.
You know, as a player and as a character, fucking hate kids. So
But it's
wrong
Hey,
or not.
Hey, you better fucking put Princess Bubblegum down right now.
I'm sorry.
oh my
Did
god.
you just curse at me?
You're trying to take my pet out into the hallway.
I
It
got
still wasn't your pet.
over your cat. Over your pet.
Well, it's my pet now.
Well, I thought it was Lia's pet.
Okay, and that was a second ago. Now it's my pet.
Okay, well, if
Work
you're
out
not
some
staying
sort
here
of
for the night, you can
shared
take your pet
custody.
and you can go.
The Axiom speaks up. You know, I bet those scholars probably know what this thing is. Maybe we give it to them.
Yeah, that works.
I don't want you touching her in the meantime though.
I mean, you can
Then
keep
come
it.
and grab her.
Yeah, get rid of me.
Okay, come get it.
Nonagon,
Oh god,
Nonagon, make
I'm
me a-
gonna. Can I roll to see if Lyra wakes up?
You can wake up on your own. You chose to fall asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say you chose to
And
pass out.
In that case, I wake up hearing some sort of discourse about a pet. People are yelling. I'm trying to sleep. I'm going to use. But what is it? Ba, 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 ba. Oh, is that my spells? No, that's not it. As a first action on the first round of conflict, you may cause up to 3 targets to take a mental plus presence check versus your presence plus intimidate check. If they fail, they lose 2d6 more and
Jesus.
suffer the stun condition until your next turn.
Oh my god. Okay.
Good lord.
It's like that.
You said it was mental plus presence?
Your mental plus presence versus my presence plus intimidate.
So,
Okay.
fuck J.K. Rowling, but you know that scene from Harry Potter where Dumbledore yells "Quiet!" and everybody shuts the fuck up. It's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Let's see what I roll. I got a 4 on the die. Can't be that hard for my intimidate. Haven't used that this time yet. So it's intimidate plus my what? Let's see.
I think presence plus intimidate for you, and then for everyone else, it's probably presence plus fortitude.
So that's 18.
18. Jesus.
Okay.
And it was mental plus presence.
Mental presence for you. Okay. Or mental
Okay.
plus presence for them.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a
and it
4.
was my presence plus intimidate, but
Okay.
I used the
So that's a fail.
9.
Was it
No.
everyone in the room?
well, it would be Nonagon, it would be cast, and you know what? I'll use it on the rock.
On the rock too. Okay.
On the rock.
Needs to roll to see if it's intimidating.
Sure.
Damn.
The rock
Okay, hold
actually
on.
has Dwayne Johnson's pluses, so it's
Oh no!
it's
Yeah,
not
you'll never.
It's not intimidated. No,
Uh,
it is.
9, 10, 12,
plus
13,
zero,
14,
so 6.
15. I got a 15.
And it got a 6.
So you fail.
I think everyone failed. The rock got a 6.
Then let's see what
Or-
2d6
sorry.
morale is,
Can-
and you all suffer stunned condition. And I'm also just gonna go right back to sleep.
Princess Bubblegum got a 6.
That's a 4 and a 5.
Jesus Christ.
I still have morale, baby.
So you lost 9 morale.
If
If
anybody
who's ever hit by this.
is -3 past their like in -3 for morale, they suffer a -1 on all checks.
Yeah, I'm
made.
-5.
-5. So you suffer
Oh.
a -1 on all checks made until you regain morale. You fucking shudder as this dude just wakes up and screams. It's shocking, and then just falls unconscious again. The little rock thing just pops back up into a rock.
I toss it at Nonagon.
Nonagon,
I do my best to catch it.
make me a physical plus athletics check -1.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's throwing a fucking anvil at you.
Yeah.
What do you do?
6.
I actually forgot it was that heavy.
6.
I was just making up more. I was just giving it to him.
You toss it and you catch it, and then you fucking fall backwards, and it hits you in the chest, and you go.
Got a fucking bruised rib from that shit.
Hey,
construct
if you could
equivalent.
kindly show a little bit of care towards a living creature.
It makes.
All right, I think we've all had a long day, and we should probably call it a night because it's getting a little bit violent in here. A little uncomfortable. So, good night.
Gonna use the restroom.
I don't think I got your name. And I'm saying that to Nonagon.
On the ground holding a rock.
No, go
Yeah.
on.
Right. Nice to meet you. I think we'll be seeing each other.
I would say of the people in this little group, you were probably the most pleasant one so far.
I don't know if I necessarily would take that as a compliment, but I guess I'll take what I can get. Good night.
Yeah, I'm also gonna leave, and I'm taking the rock with me.
just
I set the briefcase out in the hallway.
Oh.
full of.
You know what? I'm also gonna take the briefcase because
Teddy,
you have
I'm
no
so
respect.
sorry.
You
You
should
know I
fucking,
love you.
like, wheelbarrow.
I will say one thing about me is that Teddy loves kids in real life, and you know what? I'm gonna say Nonagon in game loves kids. So
Dude, I
any of
fucking
that
hate
shit is
kids.
not gonna be tolerated by Nonagon.
Yeah.
I fucking hate kids.
As you,
I think they're just sentient creatures that, like, not creatures, but like they're just little people.
Yeah, they get
There's
on my
people.
nerves.
but I hate people.
Anyone can
The
get on your
smaller
nerves.
version
Yeah.
of people is worse. Than like I love dogs, but the smaller the dog gets, the less I like it.
Same. I don't like baby creatures of any kind. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
just
I like
think-
it when like
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
about
know,
baby
I just-
creatures. Oh, I'm all about baby creatures. Kittens.
No,
I
I-
just
oh my God.
I get very defensive about the normalization of hating a very vulnerable people.
Fair.
like
I-
not to make it like I'm not comparing kids to anything else. I just think like they're just kids, you know?
It's fair.
They're
and
just
they can
kids.
stay 10 feet away from me respectfully.
Like what she
And I
said.
respect that, but please don't be throwing kids out of a room just because
It's a
they're acting
rock!
like a kid.
We also don't know if it's a kid.
You
It's
don't.
just
This could be like a
It's-
900-year-old like grown
Rock
man.
creature, yeah.
Yeah.
I will anthropomorphize anything with eyes and probably love it a little bit. So
it is.
I'm just saying-
baby-like.
The comparison was made, and Teddy got a little defensive.
But now that the party is separated and starting to go to sleep, Teddy, where are you going?
Going back to an inn.
An inn, okay, with your
Yeah.
little rock creature,
Mhm.
and your briefcase full of, and you know this, uncut emeralds.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way up there and find an inn. You pay the money. I don't remember what it was, but I'll tell you later. And you all rest for the night. Actually, Cass, are you staying in this room as well?
Yeah, and before we go to bed, I'm actually gonna do the Aurora healing on, Liar.
Okay. As
I'm
you,
already healed.
Are you all?
Oh, are
You're all
you?
good.
Yeah, the only like healing that could have been done was to get me out of my stupor, but I actually have full.
Okay. Then there's no actual need to do it. You could do it.
Oh, okay, then I
thematically.
won't.
You can do it
Well-
thematically and not waste any Aurora, just for the sake of you doing it for the theme that you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna say to Cass, at some point in the night, I would like to ask you to watch Liar for like an hour or so while I go back to my room and try and just figure out what the fuck I'm gonna talk to this random person, this professor person about in the morning. I do not remember at all.
Make me a awareness plus focus check. It's sort of like an
Okay.
investigation as you look around the room.
Right. Yep. Okay. Not too shabby so far. Awareness plus what? Sorry.
Focus.
Okay. Why am I not seeing my focus? Fuck is it?
It's under mental.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is going to be a 12 total.
Nice. You look around and you find all sorts of things that he could be talking about. The most recent thing is a book that is less dusty, with pages that are recently scribed on. It is an unfinished book. You do find lots of interesting things in here. Too many for me to really like list, but it's just all sorts of mixed match interesting. You wouldn't know what any of them were, what to do with any of it. It is mostly like weird knickknacks and strange antique items. It's mostly antiques. Antiques with notes attached to everything. And many books.
Okay. So I just don't really know what this person is going to ask me about.
Well, no, sorry. As you start to read through everything that you find,
okay.
you gather that this person is a an archaeologist. They dig up old treasures. Think like, Nathan Drake more than Laura Croft, but like older after Nathan Drake has probably retired and isn't able to do all the fun adventure things. But this guy
Okay.
used to do that. Lots of it. Very, very, interesting things that this man has done. He's also very old. You also find a picture of what he's supposed to look like. Nothing like you. Because you never got to see his face.
Yeah.
He is a Dracian. He's not human. The other, the other scribe that you talked to, the fox person, he is also in this picture with this man. He said he had never seen you or met you.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So he
Oh, that's
clearly-
not good.
He absolutely knows.
Yeah, definitely. Well, hopefully we can strike up some kind of agreement.
There's writings about the other guy. You get his name. It is Harlem Shrihari Pride. It is listed that he was adopted by the Pride family, a prominent member of a religious order that wreaked havoc on the world about 100 years ago. And he excommunicated himself from that family to join scholarly research and such like that, and is pretty prolific. And these two are enemies. They constantly bickered and fought about their, they were rivals. They were work rivals, essentially. This guy hated Harlem, the guy that you're pretending to be.
They oh gosh.
Well, if you
So
need
in the
funds,
interactions that we've had so far, he was pretending to not know me and being relatively civil. So I'm guessing he's maybe not like the most mad that this dude is dead, but probably very confused.
He might not know that this dude is dead. He might assume that you just robbed him. He might be asking you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I should probably figure out what I'm gonna tell him.
if you need funds for bribery, I'm sure I wouldn't mind loaning you with interest.
Oh God.
Um,
I think I'd rather talk my way out of it, but
you
I appreciate the
remember
offer.
getting a glimpse of the inside of this guy's room. He does not. You would not have enough money
Yeah, I don't.
to bribe this man.
Yeah,
He's
I
very wealthy.
don't think he needs my money. I don't know. Maybe we could work something out, or he'll make it difficult for me to be on the ship. We'll find out.
Next episode on. I'm just kidding.
I do. I like grab the picture and take it out of the frame. I don't really want somebody like walking in and finding evidence that I'm not supposed to be here, like breaking into my room. So I'm gonna try and like conceal evidence of this other person who is not me, as much as I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll.
Make me a sleight of hand plus stealth check.
Fair
With
enough.
the knowledge that while you're doing this, you start to realize that you've got allies now who might be better suited to doing this sort of thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Sleight of
You
hand
can
to.
still attempt it. I'm just saying that,
Yeah, I'll try. What is it? Sleight of hand and then what?
stealth.
Okay. That is a 7 plus 1, 8.
8.
So-
You think you've done well enough for now.
I'm sure I do. I don't know that Percy's ready to like show her hand that way. Really talk about all of the stuff that has gone on. So
Fair.
Yeah.
As you exit out into the hallway, you see two people coming down from the end of the hallway.
do I recognize them or?
They're short, Deverger. They've got stone carapace, growing around their arms, and some sort of like kind of emerald encrusted. They're wearing green tunics. They look like they're part of the same company, and they're just having a conversation as they're walking.
Kind of nod to them and go back to the direction of Nonagon / Liar's room.
Yeah. As you walk there, they walk to the room next to yours, and they go to open the door. They look at you standing in front of that door.
Wait, Harlem's room or the other one?
They're
The other side.
neighbors to the room that you guys are going to be in.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Everyone froze. Are you still there? Can you hear me?
Oh.
Okay, we're back.
Sorry.
No, it's
One more
okay.
time.
Everything froze. Yeah, they're neighbors. They're neighbors to your to Nonagon's room. What do you do? Oh shit.
Hold on. I want to wave and
Shit. Me Wi-Fi's dropping out.
oh no, Dylan.
All the Wi-Fi, it broke.
Oh,
Am I back?
Our
I think you're back.
Wi-Fi
Okay.
is broken.
Oh no, our Wi-Fi is broken. Yeah.
Oh
so,
my
so
God.
sorry. Neighbors.
You're fine.
Nonagon's room. What do you do? Oh. Oh no, not again.
should I change what I planned on doing?
We're back. No, we're not.
Try to
Maybe Yeah, I was gonna say. New Wi-Fi. This is brilliant.
So the Wi-Fi, it
The children.
okay. I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear
Okay.
you again. Okay. God damn it! It's so close. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Question.
Okay.
Is that the Halo sword?
All right.
Oh, energy sword from Halo, yeah.
Yeah.
Can-
Fucking love that.
Can
We have a lot of swords.
Can
in
you
our,
guys-
our place of in our house?
are you guys able to hear me?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Okay. This will be. We're almost done. So for like the last
Okay.
few moments, this will be how we have to do it.
That's okay.
My Wi-Fi just dropped out. It does this occasionally, unfortunately. But anyway, what do you do?
I just kind of wave to them before I go in the room, and I say, "Nice to meet you. I think we're neighbors."
They look up at you, and they both enter combat
Hi.
stances.
Okay.
Uh,
Bye.
no. They enter combat stances. They're about to fight you.
Oh, no, I'm good. Bye. I like want to run in the room.
They fucking
Like,
kick
no,
the
I'm
door
gonna
open.
fight right now.
They kick the door open. It busts. As
What is happening? What did I miss?
they
What the fuck? I just said hi.
they both summon weapons. They hold their hand out, and weapons appear in their hands. And we'll get back. We'll pick this up next time.
Holy shit. Okay.
The
Yeah, but what did you do?
All I said was hi.
you did nothing wrong.
People, where
I
are
No,
you?
I just saw that.
you did nothing wrong.
Okay, good. I was worried it was like a cultural thing. I said something
No.
like super offensive. No, the fault is definitely Nonagons.
1,000% Nonagons.
These are the guys that Nonagon stole the passport from. That's why he didn't want to sleep in this room. You bitch. I'm sorry, I didn't think they'd fight you guys. I'm so sorry. No, it's fine. I honestly, if anything, I've been itching for a fight a little bit, so.
Yeah. A good fight.
Well,
Gotta see
Percy
what
has.
my vine can do.
Don't phrase it that way.
We about to.
My little vine.
All right.
Yeah, don't phrase it that way either.
So, we're gonna pick up here next time. Sorry that at the very literally the last second the game my whole internet shit out. But anyway,
No, fine.
this was fun. I had a good time. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
This is fun.
We all like actually got to talk to each other this time.
Yeah.
The gang's all here.
It was like herding cats for a moment, but you guys all got together.
Yeah,
I'm
we-
sorry, I
we're
put your
united
shoelace
by
out like
the-
a divorcee.
I was gonna say, united by the shared interests of keeping Liar alive for some reason.
For some reason.
I'm only here for medical obligation.
Yeah, but I mean, that is your shared interest is technically to keep him alive.
Yeah. And Nonagons, which was to pass off this room onto somebody else, so it's not his problem anymore.
Yep, to just have anyone else deal with the hostile next door neighbors.
I genuinely, I'm so sorry. I did not
No,
think it would
it's-
actually fight you guys. I thought it'd just be a little funny scene, like.
It isn't the consequences of our actions.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Honestly, again, I've been itching for a fight, and this is more interesting than tending to his bedside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea how Liar's gonna do it. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm
find out.
excited. I'm excited to
You
see.
took all my morale away.
I know, and all of Cass's morale. I will say
Which I plan to do for these guys as well.
a good bit of time passed while Percy was looking through that room. So like, I'll give you guys enough time to restore 1 morale. Anyone who lost morale can have 1 back. It's not much.
So bad. Now I'm at 2.
I'm at -4 now.
-4.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't expect that. How about Liar's
Liar, I'm pretty sure you have the ability to give people morale back.
I do. I was talking about it can't be that much. Do I gain those back yet? Like, is it technically the new day? Have I slept enough?
I'm gonna say no. Not
Okay,
not
that's
yeah.
fair.
I'm gonna say no. But yeah, so I'm going to let you guys go. And I'm gonna go to the bar with my boyfriend and get drunk.
Before that, I do want to say, sorry I got a little heated there for a hot second.
No, you're good.
I think we just accidentally stumbled upon a line I didn't even know I had.
That's fair.
Is that I don't find it very funny when we like make jokes about kids sucking. I guess is
Fair.
I was
Alright,
not expecting to
understandable.
find it in a thing about a pet rock.
Yeah.
So sorry I got a little heated there.
I'm surprised Liar didn't do it.
My
I'm
apologies.
not surprised that it was me because we've been friends for so long that I feel like I very could easily piss you off.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like if it, I will say, I feel like if it had been anyone else, I probably would have been less inclined to say something about it. So, but yeah. So sorry
Friendship
that
is magic.
Sure.
yeah.
No, you're fine. Sometimes
Okay,
that's
got it.
how you find out where the line is.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. All right, you can go to the bar with your
Right,
boyfriend
yeah.
now.
Okay.
Alright.
Wait.
Great session.
I had
Cool.
Yeah, it's just fun.
I had one more.
Out home slices.
I am so happy we are all finally actually talking in character.
Me too.
We all know each other's names and everything.
I
It's
know.
crazy.
You guys are like a party or something.
What?
I did notice one thing though. You guys kept making freaking Hunter x Hunter references. It feels like Nonagon's Kurapika. It's got like Kurapika vibes.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
if we're gonna do this, we
Oh
need
my
to
God.
include the rest of us.
That is so nice of you.
What is the closest thing to a massive gay weirdo?
Hisoka?
That's what you mean for your character.
No.
I mean lesbian.
Oh. Oh, the
frickin'
frickin' teacher girl. The
problem with Hunter x Hunter is that it's not until like later arcs that there starts to actually be a lot of female characters.
Yeah, there's like
the
two,
first-
like
Yeah,
total.
the first major one is Bisky.
Bisky, yeah,
But
Bisky.
she's very feminine.
Yeah, but she gets buff as fuck.
Maybe
You're the buff
somebody-
guy from the spiders.
The buff guy from the spiders.
But like the lady versus
say maybe Theta, I think is her name from the current manga arc.
That is outside of my scope of
I'm
knowledge.
up on the manga, so I don't know them, but I'll take it.
Who would Liar be? And then who would Axiom and me be?
I want to know.
Liar's Leorio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
It's the worst thing you could possibly say.
That's the
Leorio.
I think liars.
He's Brandon's least favorite. He is Brandon's least favorite
I would
character.
have taken Gon's dad before Leo.
Gon's dad. The worst dad fucking.
We gotta cut our conversation here, because otherwise we're gonna hit some really sensitive
Yeah,
nerves.
alright, good night.
Alright, good night. Bye.